Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today? A little more awake?
No, not at all. I'm much more
Perfect.
tired than yesterday.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, we should have some good games ahead of us.
Oh, 12:01. It's officially
go.
begun. Not for us, but for other people.
Let me get the chat going.
Good Dino's there. I was worried because he's been AFK on our server for a while.
Yep. Couple players a little slow to wake up this morning, but everybody showed up eventually, so we're chilling.
Kale also showed up, ready to go.
You gotta have Kale. I mean, it's like team mascot basically.
Barking at a motorcycle, as one does. We also had pineapple for lunch as part of the lunch, not just pineapple for lunch. And he apparently really enjoys pineapple. I didn't know that one.
That's surprising.
Oh wow, dodgehype.com. Wow. I'm gonna ban this guy.
You don't want to take the offer? He'll promote our channel for us.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I wonder what the catch is.
You get banned. I don't know.
I'm sure I can trust that guy that had no profile picture and whose account got created yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alrighty.
I crave an invite.
So do
They
I.
have a lobby.
All. I learned my lesson from yesterday.
Oh, there is not a lobby made, apparently.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Some of your players are in here. Password 123. Oh. Okay. Game is full.
Yeah, I'll get you an invite here. And I'll dip.
This ain't gonna work, Chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped.
How many people do they need? Jesus. Oh, Snyder's in here too. Okay, we have the same number of...
Yeah.
Maybe? No, they still have an extra person. Because Spizzy and Hoarder are not in here.
Figure it out. Riot with adding some more spectator slots. This is my humble plea. I'm sure that they will find it buried in this Twitch VOD.
I mean, I don't have anyone on our team added for me to spectate off of, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm default.
No.
Not.
They have like 5 people in here. We don't have enough slots.
I'm glad I asked. I didn't want to cast off the street.
Yeah, I don't understand why we don't.
There's no point to not, because like you're gonna get the draft is gonna be made anyway, and people can. It doesn't
Like,
matter.
there's
It doesn't
literally
matter.
nothing that is secret, especially because you're casting it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's wild to me. But yeah, they have like 6 people in here that are extra. Like.
Yeah.
We couldn't fit all of our players in there if we wanted to. Because they have 2 coaches and 2 casters, it looks like.
Yeah. Alright. I'll let you join and I'll just chill out here.
All spectator slots are filled, and none of these players are their players. Wow. Wowee!
Sorry, Jared can also drop if need be, but. I can also just have one of the players add you.
I'm just gonna add them. Hopefully someone accepts my friend request here. I think we did it. I sent you the draft link. Oh, I don't have it added to the stream yet, so that might be a thing I need to do. But
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Alright.
They're just not going to be in order. Oh, this is going to be terrible. All right. All of this issue, and welcome back to the NACL qualifier, day number 2. This is a 1-1 match, so I mean, you need to win, but you need to win them all, so that isn't really saying a whole lot. We have Return the Middle Sticks Premier taking on Maryville University, the #1 overall seed, somehow dropped their game, so we get to fight them. Really great.
Yep. And there's actually a seed that was below us in this round, but they played in the first round, so defaulted to us since you don't want to have repeat matchups.
sorry, Caspian asked me to kick
No
myself
worries.
out, which I did, but um anyway, the draft is happening. Sorry, we're getting a rough start here to the morning, but
Yeah.
we have Ashley Sinalise, Annie Talon, Master Yi bans, Zaya first picked by RotM, countered by Caitlin Sejuani, which means we get the Rakan with it. Yeah.
Yep. And this is kind of expected from RTM. Marysville yesterday in their games didn't really have any prio on the Zaya banning or picking. So with Annie off the table as well, Zaya picked up for Return of the Middle Six, and I think it's been prioed by a lot of teams this weekend. This is actually what we saw in their game 2. We saw Zaya Rakan Wukong that led to the RTM win yesterday.
Yeah, and MU headed for something that they seem very comfortable with, which is the Caitlyn and Lux. Get that poke bottom lane, the double poke nonsense. And now we're just going to pinch solo lanes.
Yep. That is something that Zaya Rakan is kind of has difficulty into is long range. Zaya is pretty short range, so you have to kind of go for the all-in. So Caitlyn and Lux should have their way in the early levels until Rakan hits those later levels of like the level 6. So it's going to be kind of surviving this bot lane pressure that Maryville's going to have as things start out here. And Renekton and it looks like Syndra are going to be hovered for middle 6.
Yeah, and locked in to counter the well, not counter the Renekton, but my God, I just shouldn't talk at all this early, I guess.
Yeah, it got a little discombobulated with the start of draft and stuff, so catching up a little bit from that, but Cassante or a lot of tanks being hovered from our team. We'll see what they decide to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know about a whole lot of those in terms of Hoarder's champion pool. The Aatrox feels much more comfortable and will be locked in. Not the best matchup into Renekton, but it is one that can be playable, at least. And then the Azir for MU, it feels like they got a lot of what they wanted, but it also feels like RotM got things that are similar to what they had success on yesterday.
Yeah, I think both teams coming out of this are going to be pretty happy with what they wanted. I know RTM feels pretty comfortable on a lot of the champs that they selected for themselves, and sometimes comfort can be what you need when you're going up against a higher rated team to kind of offset some of the potential skill differences, but or perceived ones. But excited to see how things go in this one. RTM selecting the heavy engaged team fight comp. And then there's a lot of early game pressure from Marysville with this Renekton pick, with the Lux and Caitlyn, and then they kind of have that late game insurance in the Azir.
Yeah. So while they do second champion select that we can't watch now because we got kicked out, let's go. We can talk about the path overall. RotM, well, both teams sitting at 1-1, but you have to come at it from opposite angles. So RotM dropped the first game to the number 3 seed, beat the number 16 seed, whereas Maryville beat the number 32 seed and then lost to number 15. Would make sense, or number 17?
21 or 22, I think.
Oh, well, yeah. So a little bit of a disappointing path so far from Maryville, who went 5-0 in the first qualifier, and then to drop any game to
Very
not
surprising.
like one of the top teams is very surprising. So we'll have to see where they're at. We'll see if they've reset, readjusted, or maybe they continue to make the same mistakes. It looked like a lot of it was they had kind of a silly little draft going on. Maybe now that they're back on something that looks a little more comfortable, they'll look dominant again. But hopefully for our boys' sake, that's not the case.
Yeah. It definitely seemed like in their second draft yesterday, they had some interesting picks that I think kind of hindered them. They had like a Lee Sin that they had as a flex pick, and then elected to pick a jungler and force a Lee Sin top into a Garen, which I feel like is a pretty difficult matchup. So it definitely seemed like draft hindered Marysville in their loss yesterday. Today, though, looks like they definitely drafted a bit better. Nothing too odd about what their comp does, and going a little bit more standard can kind of probably help out Marysville and make sure that they don't drop games to teams that they should be beating.
Yeah, again, we're waiting for second champion select to happen, and then we can join and at least get a timer on the game, so they know how much longer we have to delay. But it's been a fun tournament so far. Overall, both teams need 2 wins to advance. 2 losses will eliminate you. So these 3 games are going to be high pressure pretty much regardless of the outcome of them. I mean, if you win 2 in a row or lose 2 in a row, you're set up. You're either advancing or eliminated. But you know, you go 1-1 your next 2 games. You have that final match, the agonizing game 5, to try to find your way through.
And I think the loss here isn't too bad for whoever loses here, because ideally you're going to be facing a little bit easier opponents in your next round because you're going to be in that 1 and 2 bracket, and then it'll come out down to kind of that final game. Ideally, not a lot of teams are going to be in that 1 and 3 to 0 and 4 range at the end. So,
well, my League of Legends has crashed the second I attempted to spectate, so I'm trying to remedy that in the background.
No worries.
Oh, it's just gone. Okay, let's kill it in Task Manager. It's not running in Task
Manager. All right,
Manager.
we're still waiting through the 2-minute spectator delay, so plenty of time.
There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I attempted to join the spectate, and it just said something went wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I had that bug yesterday.
That's very descriptive. Thank you for letting me know. Alright. Spectate game. No? Are we not spectating game? We are spectating game. We did it.
Perfect. I was going to say, worst case scenario, I can stream to you and then you can watch, but...
There we go.
Got it figured out. Got it sorted.
Less than a minute to go in the countdown. We did it. Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
The lobby and technical difficulties just to start off the first game. Getting fixed out here, but we're good.
Are we just in reverse order? I left so that we could get in order, and then now we're not. That's great. Oh, they're not in order either. All right.
It's all chill. There's no tournament code, so it doesn't really matter that much. So
it means that I have to do a thing to make everything line up in the in-game overlay, which is annoying, but it's doable at least. Oh my goodness. I feel like we were really on point yesterday for the most part, and then, yeah, this is just...
the slog of
we wanna,
the first game.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll do better on the next one. We got 2 more to get it right. Here we go. Loading into game number 3. Alright, we're in. Surprisingly. Game number 3, round number 3, however you want to phrase it. Return to the Middle Sticks premiere on the blue side, Maryville University on the red side. Seed number 30 versus seed number 1. I don't know if I lost Lane.
No, I'm here.
Okay. CoinFlipSup's going to walk in to get back to level 1. I think it looks like he's trying to bait almost. He wants Azir to follow him, and then the rest of the boys were waiting over the wall. But looks like Get Back not going to take that bait, at least. Worth noting, Mustache Man Fight is odd orange.
Wow.
Well, it's all caps, and then all lowercase, and then all caps.
I really liked it.
Okay.
The pronunciation was good. It was
Um,
funny.
that's odd orange, which is someone that I'm sure a lot of people recognize. So, a lot of high-ranked players, of course, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Coming in here, not just finishing 5-0 in the first qualifier, but also very highly ranked in the ladder.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons this team was liked by the voters for sure, and kind of surprising to see them drop a early game in the tournament. I think it's going to make things a lot harder for them. They'll probably come with a lot more focus. So the other teams that are facing them today, I expect to have a tougher time.
Yep. So far, both junglers starting on the top side of the rift. So we have same side jungling, which is something we actually didn't see either game yesterday. But Caspian and Coinflip's up in a little bit of trouble here as they're getting poked out by Caitlyn and Lux. As you would kind of expect this early on. Still no level 2s hit, and still a little bit before they get there. But Scary Jerry and Zyko can kind of walk up and do whatever they want for a couple of early levels at least.
Yeah, this lane is going to look this way for a while, and a lot of the focus I think should be on trying for RTM to try to get as much CS into Caspian as you can in these early levels, because the poke is going to have a hard time. You just want to be able to get him to a spot where when he hits 6 is actually useful. So trying to take as little early damage as he possibly can here.
Yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. He opted for the longsword start, which gives you a little bit more, a couple more potions rather than going like D-shield or something like that. Is something that you'll see every once in a while. But the extra potions, hopefully you'll keep him topped off. Oh, didn't get the cannon. That's a little rough. But trying to do the best they can to get anything. Scary Jerry can take a little bit of damage, but the Gleaming Quill will heal him back up.
And Coinflip's up doing a good job of trying to create some space for the Xayah, but a huge CS lead has already opened up in that lane. And now with the wave pushing back, it's going to be kind of in a rough spot. So Wukong might have to be called down to the bot lane to help out RTM.
Yeah, and the bright spot in both games really yesterday, up in the top lane, Hoarder even having a little bit of difficulty in his early matchup against Niles, but Renekton pretty strong early on against the Aatrox, so kind of expected up here as well. And it hasn't completely snowballed yet, but there's already almost 1,000 gold advantage set up from Maryville just based on farm in all 3 lanes.
Yeah, a lot of early pressure coming out from all of these laners. Maryville showing their prowess in lane, and some of the draft advantages that they got in the early game here.
Yeah, really flexing their champions. Mustache Man Fight is down here in the bottom lane, maybe looking for a dive. I don't think that they're quite low enough to really do anything about that. There's pings coming out from Caspian and Coinflip's up. It seems like they're aware that Sejuani's here. Now they're definitely aware as he walks in. Avoid the trap. They're on to Caspian first. Knockup doesn't quite land. Zyko was the first one to tank it up, and they juggle that really nicely. Pick up 1 kill. They're still looking for the redive, potentially, here. Coinflip's up, just trying to do as best he can. He'll take an extra headshot to the dome, but we'll be fine other than that. So they lose Caspian on the dive, but could have been worse, I guess. It's still pretty tragic, though, at the 20 CS disadvantage and now the death on Xayah.
Yeah, definitely well played there from Marysville. Auto Orange coming down to kind of convert this mounting pressure that the bot lane for Marysville was able to attain through their Lux and Caitlyn. And that's definitely what you want to do with your Lux Caitlyn lane. If you just let them sit there by themselves, they don't really, they're not usually able to kind of convert all that pressure. You need a 3rd member to come down, create that dive, and that's exactly when you want to do it here in this early game.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Coinflip's up has actually farmed more minions than Caspian has so far this game, which is should say a lot about the state of the lane. Level 6 hit by Niles, and he's just going to turn on the Dominus and chase Hoarder out of this top lane, which, again, Hoarder has been the best performer across both games for ROTM. So seeing him forced back now at a level disadvantage is a little bit scary early on. Spizzy's here to maybe try to help him out. He hits level 6 now, has World Ender available. I don't know that they can go into the Crocodile, although now Dominus is down. He's got a little bit of Fury built up, but looks like Spizzy should just chase him on out. He'll slice and dice over the wall. They're looking for a collapse, though. They've called in Max as well. He's still got Flash. He'll flash over the thick part of the blue wall as we're casting off of the mini-map right now because there's a dive happening in bottom lane. Caspian and Coinflip Sup in trouble again. They get the root onto Odd Orange, the shuffle back in from Get Back. They'll take down Coinflip Sup. Caspian left by himself. Zyko's pretty low, so is Odd Orange, but they can't quite find any of that damage as it's, again, really nicely juggled. Just one extra turret shot tanked by Scary Jerry on that dive.
Yeah, and this is what the top teams are so good at doing. They see RTM, sends a member topside, and they instantly react. You saw the Azir push that wave in, come towards bot, and then go for that dive. And now this Caitlyn and Lux are way ahead of Xayah on the bot lane. It's going to be a while till she's useful.
Yeah, the items still haven't stacked up completely. It's only about a pickaxe advantage just in terms of raw items, but early on 25 AD matters quite a bit.
Yeah. And especially I think you're hoping that the frustration doesn't build too much. I think that's where they're trying to wear down in some of the mental game. Because that can get pretty frustrating to get repeatedly dove and feel like you're not being able to make an impact. And sadly, RTM doesn't even get anything of sending all those members topside.
Yeah, Maryville looking pretty polished early on. Whatever happened in their second game seems like it's behind them now. Ooh, good dodge there by Scary Jerry. Yeah, not really a huge amount to say. They'll give it a little engage on Zyko. Does Caspian even have the damage? He doesn't with the heal from Scary Jerry. And now level 5 or level 4 versus level 6. Scary Jerry even tanks up 2 tower shots right in his face. Picks up the double kill. And yeah, bot lane's kind of over.
Yep. And I think that was maybe a fight that Coinflip Sup wanted to take and looked like a pretty good engage, but I think the gold difference is just showing so much in that fight. You're not able to get enough damage down to actually even fight through the very meager Lux shield. And so now with those deaths, you really hope that Coinflip Sup just gets out of the lane and tries to help somewhere else.
Yeah, Max with a little bit of Happy Feet there in mid to just dodge out the light binding, but yeah, hard to find a bright spot this early on for ROTM, and we'll see if they can find some miracle engage, some mistake that Maryville makes, because as good as they are, there should still be an opportunity at some point in the game, you would imagine.
Yeah.
If you can hang on, but it's going to be hard to hang on that long when you're already down 5k at 9 minutes. And there's Dominus hit, World Ender just popped in response by Hoarder for the little bit extra healing. And now he'll have to go back to base once again.
Yeah, and Marysville has complete map control here. CS leads in every lane. This has just been a really dominant early game, sparked by the really strong duo bot lane.
Oh, a lot of lines coming out being aimed at Caspian, and they'll be forced back under their tower again. Spizzy's here. He's got Cyclone available if they really want to look for something. Light Binding's still going to land on a Caspian back behind his tower, but with no ults on... Well, Rakan just got his. I was going to say no ults on the bot lane, but Caspian's the only ultless one now.
Yep.
And this looks like it's going to be a potential dive again. Does Caspian even want to try to hold this turret? I think that they just need to back off. Oh, immediately cleanses the Sejuani ult. They're starting. The quickening from Coinflip Sup. Do they have the damage to actually chew through? Spizzy's in, gets the Cyclone in, but Scary Jerry just walks forward and starts autoing. Spizzy can't pick up anything. It's a triple kill for Caitlyn. Yeah, Max just kind of flexes his damage in the mid lane, but it's not quite enough to finish off Get Back, and I don't really know what to say. This one's a bit rough.
I think Auto Orange in the chat has pretty much said it. Looking really like a game that RTM wants to forget very quickly. I think Spizzy coming down to that bot lane is just ill-advised at that point. You've got you basically have to carry that fight by yourself, and it's really hard to do with Caitlyn and Lux so accelerated. Almost found the kill onto the Lux, but yeah, the only chances that RTM really has is Maryville just positioning and getting a little too overconfident, and they picking up a couple of these shutdowns. Marysville roaming this Caitlyn Lux duo across the map, picking up even more turret plates for themselves. That's going to be 10 turret plates going over to this combo, which is just going to further accelerate them. And this is exactly what you want to do with the Caitlyn Lux. You want to get this early combo.
Oh, coin flip's up, gonna walk right into Zyko and Auto Orange. Hoarder's here, though. They might make something of this. Never mind. Well.
Yeah, RDM doesn't really want to take a fight unless they are sure Caitlyn and Lux aren't there. I think that's where you could maybe start looking to fight some of this gold advantage back.
Yeah, or if they can find a situation where it's like all 5 of them versus Caitlyn and Lux, you might be able to kill them. But at this point, that's a little rough. Coin Flips Up is still boldly walking in here. And
yeah, it's going to be a long day of games for RTM, so hopefully they can just save some mental from here. Know where the mistakes went wrong, whether that's in draft or in the way they decided to play that early game out. But just trying to focus on saving your mental energy for next game.
don't like seeing Caspian get half health by Ace in the hole, but that's the world that we live in now, I guess.
Yeah, definitely is. 5 kills on onto the Caitlyn is definitely gonna hurt anything that hits, whether that's gonna be a Q or an ultimate. And now you can just throw that ultimate out for pressure so that they feel like they have to back.
Well, I for one hope that we get on the board this game. That's where I'm at, I think.
Yeah, not getting perfect game would be, I think, the next goal for RTM here. Almost a 10k gold lead at 14 minutes. I mean, this is just a super dominant performance from the #1 seed in the tournament, coming off a loss. Kind of don't expect anything less from them, so.
Yeah, it sucks to say that this is the expected outcome, but at the end of the day, our team pretty big underdogs. So
yeah, definitely so.
You'd hope that you could get a competitive game at least, but this is a team that's played together for forever. They win ULOL every fucking year. They are one of the best amateur teams for a reason.
Yep, and I mean they have team members that have spent time in LCS or Academy, and definitely for a reason. They are a really, really good team, and just showing it here all across the board.
Yeah, sometimes you just hand blue buff over to your Renekton.
Gotta get that cooldown reduction, yeah.
Well, they're looking for the second dragon, it looks like, at 15 minutes, and still have the second Herald if they want to use that. Really, nothing that our team can do. Maybe Hoarder can get some work done on this top lane tower? Is that the big hope?
Yep. It would be an objective bounty, and would ruin the perfect game, but Niles isn't going to let that happen. He's going to TP top to get this minion wave. Ooh. The Q missing there.
I'm behind.
Oh.
I've now sped up.
There it is.
You said it, and then I
was
watched the
behind
Q
you
happen.
earlier,
Oh no,
so.
scary Jerry.
Coin flip, so.
Rakan's getting him. Oh, Max, the stun, the kill.
Oh,
They got him.
no
The shutdown. All right.
We're on the board. Perfect game ruined.
Yeah,
I'm sure that will ruin Maryville's day.
They can FF now.
Yep.
Not our team. Their team, to be clear.
Yeah. We already got our objective of not letting the perfect game happen,
Yeah.
so no need to FF for our side.
A little stun. Might even get a second kill here. Zyko's pretty low. Oh, never mind. Spizzy's going to go in, try to find the kill. He's just chasing through everything. The blast cone, unfortunately, there to aid Zyko out to safety, and they'll lose Max in the process.
Yeah, and
Spizzy
without the
fine.
Wukong ult here, you probably don't have a chance. And goodbye, Spizzy.
He didn't have his W. Is he fine? Okay, Hoarder just going to take the ace in the hole for him.
Get down, Mr. President. Hoarder
Oh.
plays there. So. Harold's going to be summoned up in mid here, and that should probably be 2 towers for Marysville, because RTM is going to have to back here, so should be a pretty easy pickup.
Oh, and they plop down the Azir turret.
Yeah,
you seen the Azir changes on PvE? Kind of wild.
I have not.
Oh my god.
Give me the lowdown.
So you know how he's like a DPS mage? Well, what if he was?
Yeah.
What if he was a burst mage?
Okay.
Also, they're giving him just a gigantic AP ratio on his turret.
Interesting.
I don't know. It looks terrible. But with freaking charge of the balance team, that's where you're at, I guess.
I guess so.
First they came for Yuumi, but I didn't care because I didn't play Yuumi. Then they came for Azir. I didn't care because I don't really play Azir.
Yeah, that's actually a good tweet. You should keep that one.
They get the stun onto Zyko, but he's already got the crown of the Shattered Queen, so it really doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
Niles is pretty low. They get the shutdown on Niles. Everybody's still alive for RTM. Odd Orange has to flash away. A lot of damage being traded across the gap by Zyko and Scary Jerry. Caitlyn is still untouched, notably, in the back line. Oh, the Light Binding just clips Hoarder, but I don't think they can quite look for the re-engage, but that's a 1-for-0 fight for RTM.
Yeah, RTM's still coming up fighting, which is encouraging to see, especially when you're down this big early. Still some fight in them, still want to try to prove themselves to the Maryville team here, but able to pick up sneak a kill there, which is about all RTM can hope for. That last shutdown that they can hunt is on the Sejuani here, so I look for that next.
Until Get Back immediately picks one up as you say that. Kind of wild that Lux doesn't have a shutdown at 1-0-10, but, you know.
Yeah. The Shattered Queen pickup for Lux, wow.
Yeah, Shattered Queen up 1,500 gold on the other support. Up, what? Oh, actually down a level. That's kind of interesting. It's been roaming a lot. Maybe not. I've talked myself out of it.
Also got some extra XP from Caspian dying in those early levels too, so.
Yeah, they're just going to chase down Spizzy here. I don't think that he's quite got enough tools to be able to get out. Yeah, a little unlucky there, and that should signal a Baron immediately upon spawn for Maryville.
Yep, Marysville just going to continue to go to these objectives. They can pretty much do these uncontested. It's really hard for RTM to find anything, but it looks like they're going to group up and try something.
Well, they've taken down most of the vision on the way. Unfortunately, there's still the trap line, so you've kind of got one choke point that you have to all funnel through. 2,000 health left on the Baron, and yeah, RTM's going to give that for the time being. Look for a little pick maybe onto the Azir. Get a little bit of damage. Max, not really behind, honestly. He's on track with his Syndra, which is maybe the point at which you have to play around. If there is a comeback possible, that's probably where it comes from.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, Get Back.
It's going to be a quick one, I think.
Yeah, you got Syndra ulted into the game crash. They already readied up. I'm not even going to go to a pause screen.
Yeah. RTM kind of funneling into this dragon, which is the next objective.
Yeah, we'll see where they want to make their stand. Niles hits Dominus in the back line. He's looking for something, and now we get the unpause pause. As RTM is all attention on the dragon right now. Everybody facing it. Everybody ready to head in there. But there's 3 Caitlyn traps waiting for them. Big narrative moment there on the pause.
Yeah.
Now coin flips up, gets the quickening, gets the knockup. Can't quite get back though, and now it's all gonna fall apart for RTM pretty quickly after that one. Spizzy and Horde are able to escape out of the back of the pit. They only lose 2, which is maybe better than expected, but in comes the... Oh, Niles is teleporting to the top lane. I thought he was teleporting to the base, but... They're still alive.
Yep.
We'll drag the game out a little longer. Yep.
One more dragon remaining for that soul, but I don't expect it, the game to get to that soul point unless Marysville just wants to make sure that the game is fully secured.
Yeah, Niles picks up his Jack Show the Protean. Still a dumb
It's
name.
interesting. Sejuani's still no mythic item. Got pretty ahead, so going for that Sunfire and then Redemption to be a little bit more supportive of the team. But I wouldn't be too worried about what the build path is here. I don't know if it's ideal. It doesn't need to be.
Oh, they're looking for the picks here. They'll find Zyko at least, and they'll be able to pick up Niles. That's a good trigger pull by RTM. They get 2 kills onto Caspian.
Yeah, 2 kills there. Able to pick up. Neither of them with shutdowns, but you'll take anything for RTM at this point in the game. And especially the Saya, who's been really behind the 8 ball the entire game.
Yep. Keeping it steady. Well, we're keeping it steady at about a 10k gold lead. Now out to 12, unfortunately. But, that matters less and less the longer the game goes on. That's what casters say to tell themselves that there could be a game later.
Yeah, if this game makes it to 50 minutes, I would be very surprised. But RTM delaying maybe the inevitable here as they pick up a couple extra kills for themselves. But had a really nice vision control of that area. Marysville not really respecting it.
Max has to give up his blue buff by throwing it on orange, and unfortunately also going to have to give up his life as well.
Yep, nothing he can do there. The long range from Marysville able to come in and chase him down.
Yeah, Scary Jerry is quite scary, in fact. He's got 3 items at 23 minutes on the Caitlyn. Spizzy right onto the trap. He's fine. They get him out. Oh, yes, dodges the Lux ult. A lot of damage coming down onto Odd Orange, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, and I don't think RTM really wants to take any fight that Max isn't in. He's definitely the strongest member of the team, and his ability to quickly assassinate someone with the Syndra ultimate is what I think is able to actually pick up some of these kills. But really clean here from Marysville, just going to pick up the inhibitor and probably rotate it to that mid lane while Renekton pushes bot.
Yeah, not a whole lot more to analyze. They're just going to back.
Nope.
And we'll see what happens here in 2 minutes with both objectives coming up. I think the best you could hope for if your RTM is just a split of objectives. The worst is probably you just lose the game straight up.
Yeah, it does look like this 5th dragon, or the soul point here, the 4th dragon, is going to be actually up here before the end of the game. So minute 30 to go on that. That should be the soul for Marysville, and I expect RTM to try to fight this. I don't really see how you can come back if you had any minuscule chance if Marysville able to pick up the soul here. So this will probably be where the game's decided, if I had to guess.
Well, we've lasted 25 minutes against the number 1 seed. That's another little tick. You take that.
Yeah, definitely looking for any bright spots for our team in this game.
Not really in a position to do a whole lot about this as Maryville muscles their way into the bottom lane inhibitor. And they'll take that one down, setting themselves up for a pretty easy Dragon Dash Baron take, whichever they prefer, because right now there's just no vision on the map at all for ROTM. Not from a lack of trying, not from a lack of, they didn't want to place the wards or something, but they just can't really get in and get the vision.
Yep, and Marysville doing a good job of making sure they can't get TP'd on or flanked at all, so gonna pick up.
Well, coin flip sup is fine so far.
Got out.
Ace in the hole just for fun. I don't like the way Caitlyn yells exemplary at me.
It is going to probably mean that they're not going to be able to get to this dragon, so RTM, you're just going to clear the waves in their base. Marysville should just do this, go straight to the Baron, and run it down mid for the last inhibitor, and close this game out pretty cleanly.
Yep. Now, the team that was hard to kill has gotten even harder to kill with the Mountain Soul. Maybe look for a flank. Nope, not on the Renekton. Coin flip subs, just clearing vision. That's the most interesting thing happening on the map right now.
That's for sure.
So why does Caitlyn have like a really hard British accent, but no one else in Piltover does? Like Jace. Well, Jace is like the same social class, right? So it's not just like an aristocracy thing, because otherwise Jace would also have a British accent.
I have no idea. I am not someone, not that that's like a big lore question or anything, but I do not care about League of Legends lore at all. It was kind of funny.
Well, that's why I'm asking you to make up an excuse for me.
Yeah,
I can't even think of one.
Well, that's what I said. I immigrated, and
okay.
Obviously.
Yeah, they came from England. Yeah. Knockup gonna land onto Zyko in the backline. Spizzy's doing all right in the backline so far, but Scary Jerry is still at half health, unfortunately. And now the rest of our RTM slowly falling on the backside. It's just Caspian left alive, and he'll get flashed on by Caitlyn, because why not? And that'll end the chances for round number 3. Our team going to fall to 1 and 2 and be on elimination point. Maryville improves to 2 and 1. They'll have a chance to advance with a win in their next game.
Yeah. Nice pickup there from Marysville. A good recovery from their loss in the last round. RTM, I don't think you feel too bad about that game. Definitely got stomped by the best team from the voters' perspective in the tournament. But now, sitting at 1 and 2, you should have a little bit easier matchup in this next game, and then you kind of wait. Hopefully, you win that one, and then it all comes down to the third game today.
Yeah. Well, we'll be with you the whole time. Enjoy some relaxing lo-fi beats while we load up game number 2 of the day. How about this one? This sounds nice.
Yeah. Well, of course, have to wait for all of the other results to come in.
And then wait about an extra half hour after that for the next lobbies to be made. Oh God, what is this?
It's a multi-stream link of all of the other 1-in-1 team games, so
Oh good, I can
keep up to date.
I can watch 9 Twitch ads at the same time.
Exactly. I'm actually just farming you for extra money. You're welcome.
How's the Maryville stream so far behind?
I think they added extra delay, which is not a requirement, so.
Oh, all these other streams have a banner. I don't have a banner. Oops. Am I supposed to have a banner?
I don't think so. I didn't read anything in the requirements that said anything about it.
I like that ours just looks the most unofficial. I think that's a... Although whatever this white one is... What is this one? Camcom? That overlay is something.
Yeah, and it looks like most of the games are actually finishing up here, so.
Yeah. No, it looked like 9 of 16 had already been reported, so... Oh, Maryville has a bumper. Oh. And they got all their casters in the lobby. They're so much fancier than us.
I know.
Oh, contingent one again. The number 32 seed Power. They're 2-1.
I know. I think once it gets to like pretty much anything outside like the top like 10-ish teams, it's pretty much a toss-up. For the most part.
ISU even won. The combined record of teams that we'll have faced in this tournament are going to be kind of insane.
Yeah. I expect by the end we will be. And that's kind of just how it goes when you're ranked at 30. But it's kind of hard. I'm trying, like, it's hard to figure out like what a better seeding way would be. Maybe you just do it all based on like peak rank. Just to put it all in the player's hands, which makes it kind of nice. But
I just think it's weird that, like, you get so many advantages as the higher seed.
Oh yeah.
Right, like you get like, preferential seeding, you get side selection in every game. Like,
yeah.
It feels like you just randomize the Swiss bracket at the records. Like you can start at the 1 through 32, but then you randomize on the records.
Yeah. My suggestion was like having either it based off whoever is your highest win by seeding, or like your highest average win seeds is how you're doing it. So like, you know, if you average all your wins, whatever that seeding is, that's what you match up top and bottom by that. So
yeah, it feels like
anything to make it a little more even, for sure.
Yeah, it feels like there's better ways to do it, because like, I don't know, it just feels like you double win if you just get a higher seed granted to you by the committee, which, I mean, some of these top teams definitely deserving of it for sure. But like,
but anything like past the, 12, it's like, do you really trust everyone to know like relatively unknown high level players and evaluate their power levels? So.
Seven more messages. I think that's everyone.
Yeah, I think contingent.
There might be one more game going on.
There's one. I think Northern Front is still going, but every other game is completed.
Has Northern Front been the last game going on every single time? They were in the
Maybe.
first round. I don't know about the second round.
Okay, actually, I think that's been reported now, but the stream's still going. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think everything's reported. Oh, Mirage versus Lotus was the last one. It looks like.
yeah, and Lotus has had really long games, but that one looks like it just got reported. And Mirage
Did
will be there.
Did UCI St. Clair report?
That's the last one I have.
Okay.
That isn't seen.
I was gonna say the official bracket still has Conviction, Northern Front, and UCI St. Clair. Oh, there's Northern Front wins. So yeah, UCI St. Clair's the last one.
Actually, the highest seed won in almost all of the 1-1 games, except Northern Front getting an upset win and Contingent getting an upset win. So
I still like that we're the #1 seed on Challenge for some reason.
Yep.
Kind of cracks me up. All right, let's look at these 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah.
Oh, Plink's pretty high seeded, aren't they? That might be who we face.
yes, Plink is rated at 12. Redbird's at 16. Nameless.
Nameless is down by us.
Yeah.
DMG, Lotus, yeah.
And Ferocity,
think
Lotus
it's-
Exiles.
I think we'd be against Illinois State again.
Now we'll play
But
the.
I know we
did it-
haven't.
Oh yeah, Contingent's below us, so they'll
Yeah.
take the highest and then.
No, Contingent's 2 and 1. It's UCD. Oh, they're 3. Never mind. No,
yeah,
we
they're
get,
03.
I think we're
Yeah,
against
so we get
Plink
the
and-
highest seed. Yep.
Who's on Plink? Oh, they have Vacant. I recognize that name. Interesting. Let's read their. Oh, they don't have anything written about their anything.
Conviction at 15.
Yeah, I think we've got Plink.
Yep, Team Flink is it's gonna look like our matchup.
If I'm any good at the math here, which I might not be, it's either Plink or Conviction, like almost 100%.
Yep.
Or Team Death Knight's leaving. They don't have anyone in their voice channel.
Yeah, I think this happened last. It was actually funny. UC San Diego got to their third game and then had 2 teams FF against them when they got to the last 2. So they ended up scoring some championship points after going 0-3 and getting 2 FFs. So
I was gonna say you still get championship points, so like it's not
a lot.
a lot,
To
but
be
it makes
fair,
your org
but-
look a little bit better. Like
Yeah.
that, and, like it's a good scrim regardless of anything else.
Yeah. You definitely can fight for some championship points. Yeah. And it can, I think, help for next time just to play the game. Maybe it helps some of the voters if you're able to like pull off a surprising upset or something. So
Oh, well, still live. Got to win our next 2, and either Plink or Conviction probably next. So
yeah. But like I said, it going into these the lower half of the tournament doesn't help, or it helps a little bit because you're not going to be playing these top seeds. And got kind of unlucky by Maryville dropping a game there because I think the next highest seed would have been quite a bit lower. So
I think it was Mirage, maybe.
yeah, but it's just actually a Contingent that's a big upset for them.
Yeah,
going over Supernova for sure. So
no, Contingent.
Number 5 seed Supernova.
Contingent on 2-1 is kind of insane.
Yeah. Trying to see who the 3-0 teams are. So it'd be.
It's TFT, TTT.
TFT. Oh yeah, all the ones from the top there. So Rock Bottom
and Lit.
Lit.
So like 2, 3, 8.
And
it's 11.
Yeah. It's kind of nice for them. They know that they're into the next round guaranteed at this point. So.
Yeah. Now it's you get better seating in the GSL bracket, and then which is nice as well, because important to win one in the GSL bracket, as it turns out.
Yeah. Did you hear the Counter-Strike news?
No.
They're gonna be releasing Counter-Strike 2.
Oh.
So it looks like beta might come out later this month, or in about a month.
Yeah, not a huge Counter-Strike fan. It's kind of fun to watch every once in a while because the crowds get super hot.
I don't play it
casters
either,
are great, but like, yeah, I've never. I tried to play it once and it was bad. I was not good at it.
I'm not an FPS gamer, but it's easy to pick up and watch. Like you don't have to know it that much, you know. So
Yeah,
or know that much to watch it.
I'm okay at Call of Duty. I'm okay at like bro shooters, you know, like Halo, Call of Duty. But for some reason, every time I've tried to play like CS:GO or Valorant, I'm just trash. I don't know what it is. Not very fun.
Yeah.
I was okay at PUBG.
I got when Fortnite like first came out, I got like 1 win, and then I was like, okay, never have to play this game again. That's how I felt.
Yeah, I played maybe 1 or 2 games of Fortnite ever.
Mm-hmm.
Played with Weeb. It didn't go well.
Yeah, my strategy to get the win was just hide as much as possible, get to the last circle, and just hope you kill the guy.
I just don't like the building. Like, if it was just shooting, I could probably do it. But the fact that you had to build stuff, no. Well, I believe all the games are reported now, so we're just big chillin'. Oh, St. Clair won again. Good for them.
Yeah.
And they beat UCI, which is a team that we play later in ACL. So.
Yep. A lot of ACL teams in here.
So that means UCI is also in our pool. They're not that high ranked. Okay. They'd be our 3rd choice. Why'd that one take so long? It was only a 29-minute game.
I wonder if they had draft issues or something.
So yeah, there's a couple 34s. There's a 35 that already got reported. And a 37. That one was 29. That was the last one. I don't know. College teams always take forever on their draft. That's one thing I've learned casting amateur is no matter which college it is, they will take 900 years to get into draft and then to do draft. And then they'll probably mess up second draft. Not to profile every single college team, but pretty much 100% hit that. We're just waiting on the official announcement of our next opponent.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody's alive out there, but that's where we're at.
Yeah, we'll definitely send an alert in our Discord for when game 2 starts up.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm done
sometimes you have to celebrate really stupid small victories, right?
Hmm.
So in the qualifier general chat, they're posting cat gifs again. Somebody posted Pepe Goose Ride, which I then one-upped by Peepo Han, a goose, and then he also reacted to that. So
It's the little things.
this process takes longer than I think it.
Yeah,
Otherwise
it definitely
should.
seems like it. But they have to, for whatever reason, they want to use their bots. So
Feels like if it takes that long to use the bot, then maybe don't. But I don't know.
yeah,
Because at that point, what is it making easier?
their process probably.
Oh, I got a cowboy crab. Let's go.
Collecting emotes like Pokemon over here.
A cowboy crab would be a pretty cool Pokemon.
Really would be.
I don't know why they haven't made that yet. You know, 1,000 whatever Pokemon, and they don't have a cowboy crab.
I'm trying to think. They definitely have some crabs, but
I mean, there's quite a
not
few
cowboys.
crabs. Yeah, none of them are cowboys. When will our waiting end? Normology's on it. When are we starting game? Fair. Official start time is 3 p.m. EST. We're about to release the match channels momentarily. Yeah, but no one wants to wait that long. I don't...
Yeah, people. I they do the like rolling start once they get the match channels made, but it takes forever to from the end of game to like doing that. But I don't know. Nice little mental break, or maybe not so much for some of the teams.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how the players feel about it. It's a little annoying as broadcast because like, what are we gonna do for 40 minutes? Like, we can sit here and have important chats, but like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to go in and fix this. My
What do you need to
chat
fix?
settings have a notification on them. It doesn't tell me what the notification is for because I keep opening it up and I can't get rid of the notification on my popped out chat. Do I have to explore shield mode?
You do.
Oh, well, I did it. Okay, will it go away now? It did. Great.
There you go. Beautiful. Live Twitch tech support. It was editing photo JPEGs yesterday, and now you got a notification icon gone.
Oh, the stats are live now? I can view my live stream summary? Pog. So it's this guest star thing? Because I keep seeing that, and it keeps telling me that I can do it. But what is it? What do I do?
Guest star is our new like video chat type thing. So you can take in stream chatters and bring them on if they have a camera, or you can just do audio. But it allows you to like basically connect with people that are in your stream and bring them onto the channel very easily. So you can do like podcast things with like live call-in, like think like Hotline League. They could use it, they don't, but you could just like use the Twitch chat to like bring somebody in, or you can collaborate with other streamers, and it's a lot easier because it just automatically fits them on the screen.
Yeah. I'm gonna go walk my dog, I guess.
Sounds good.
Back in a couple. Oh, we're now starting to the spam chat portion of the waiting, so we're getting close.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right. Apparently we got Supernova?
Yeah, because they were the 5 seed. They lost. So.
Oh.
And we're the lowest seed, I think, in 1 and 2.
Yep. Huh.
So.
That's nice.
Well, they got beat by the 32nd seed, so can be done.
Yeah. We'll just have to eliminate them. Their logo really doesn't show up on our stream. I hope they're okay with that. It'll show up on the draft wall screen, I guess, but it does not show up on my client screen. Can I make it like opaque?
Yeah, it looks like both teams are gonna play this a little bit early. Technically, we have teams have until 2 Central to play this match, but neither team wanting to wait around much longer here. So
I don't know why you would in particular.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I guess you can't really make things opaque. Oh well. They take red. That makes it much easier. Oh, they do have a white version of their logo. Where do I get that? Oh well.
Yeah, it's okay that it's blind pick.
Is it?
Yeah, they allow you to pause in blind pick now.
But then you don't have the.
It's not a tournament draft, so it doesn't matter. Or like a tournament code.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, all the games have been blind pick that
Have
we've
they?
been in. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just faster getting through draft pool.
I thought that we had bans in the ones.
Maybe. But I don't think so.
Well, whatever. I'll allow it if it's faster.
Yeah, definitely faster.
it might not matter. Oh, we still need 2 people. Yeah, never mind.
Yep.
I guess you'll never find out, Lane.
Indeed. Oh,
Well,
we can hope and pray.
get out of here, Lane. I'll hold my spot to the last man.
We each get 2, so.
No, we don't. Not if we're Maryville. They get 4 and we get 0.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I haven't been posting on Twitter.
But we're a lowly 30 seed, so.
Whoops. Everyone's getting in the lobby for game 4. We're almost ready.
Yep.
It is spectate from lobby only. Then I can't leave and we can't get an order. Alright, well. Whatever. What is with these teams having the spectate off?
I don't know. Maybe just habit. Used to doing it for their normal scrims, and so
I don't even know
just
why
do
you-
it on auto.
I have now left, and Caspian says he's going to reinvite me. If he doesn't, we might be really sad here. We're trusting Caspian right now.
I trust Caspian to do it. He's invited me to every lobby, so. Did they have the spectate off for it or something? I assume.
Yeah, spectate's closed.
Cool.
This is super dumb. Alright. So now, Coin Flip Up needs to leave and then rejoin. And then we'll be in order. Oh, what a pain. There are. They don't care. Okay. Oh, but they figured out that we only need one more move to make it right. Okay. Well, regardless, here we go. Okay, we're live. We're in the draft. You have the draft link?
Yep.
Sick. Okay. I'm gonna turn on some less lo-fi chilled beats. Here we go. As we try to wind back up, it's round number 4. Both teams are 1 and 2. It's do or die. It's Return to the Middle Sticks Premier taking on Supernova. Our path through the bracket has been a little bit nonsense. This is the number 5 overall seed that we get in our do or die 1 and 2 match. Isn't that great, Lane?
It's great. I think, yeah. Hopefully the players are a little bit more warmed up than we are after that really long break. But definitely do or die. RTM going back to the Zaya pick, and Supernova responding with the Avelos.
Yeah, kind of interesting. The Varus ban is going to leave open Jace that's been banned, I believe, all 3 other games against ROTM. So maybe that option will come through. The Wukong going to be a takeaway by Supernova as we fly through here.
Yep. I expect RTM to definitely pick up the Rakan in one of these 2 picks, and probably also answer back with a jungler of their own.
You almost worry if after that last game Coin Flip will be a little discouraged from going for the Rakan. Seems like they're talking about it. They're going to go Viego.
Yeah. I don't think it was too bad. I think it was just the matchup was difficult because you've got Caitlyn Lux that puts down a lot of pressure. So you kind of have to wait for your spots to engage. But Annie is going to be hovered, and this is a flex pick because they don't have the support locked in quite yet. And it also gives them a nice angle here because they can see what Supernova wants to pick for their support before going. I don't think Rakan is going to make it through the second phase regardless of what's picked up, though.
I was going to say, I think it's going to be one of these 2 bans. I mean, maybe you wanted to play the Zaya Annie, and that's just the thing you wanted to do anyway, but we'll find out. Supernova, do they want to support here? They do. Okay. Very standard. Opting for the Thresh Aphelios. This should be a Rakan ban. We look like geniuses.
Yeah. Pretty easy to predict what's going to come out. I will say, I with the Thresh coming out, I would think that they're going to flex this mid for RTM. We'll have to see. Hopefully, you'll get to see Supernova's blind pick mid here, and you can kind of make that call. But Thresh is definitely going to be difficult to deal with for Annie.
All right, Gangplank banned by ROTM, starting to pinch some of those solo laners. Do you know this mid laner at all? Is it Onat or Onat? Or
I think it's Onat.
Okay.
But
oh, you're not even in the lobby. You can't even look at the name. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I put you on the spot.
I do know.
But...
I've talked with him, trying to get some tryouts with him, so
okay.
I'm familiar. We're fine.
You're bros. All right. Confirmed.
No, we're not. We're fine.
Victor is the second ban for Supernova, and
yep, a safe blind here. Ari picked, and I don't think that's too bad of a matchup for Annie. You definitely get a little bit outranged and can get engaged on pretty easily with RER, but definitely not the worst pick if you want to flex this mid to send it into.
Oh, that's true. We'll get to track if this is Viego or if this is Johnny Reset today. That's a important.
Which version will we get?
Jack's Hover for Hoarder. That's one of his favorite champions, it seems like, and that's going to be the blind lock-in for him.
Yeah, no way around it. You're going to blind pick your top laner here, and definitely feels like something Hoarder's very comfortable on. We saw it in their one win yesterday. And Swain going to be the hover here, so it looks like this Annie is going to end up in the support position.
Nope.
Ooh.
You're lying to me immediately. Karma locked in.
Karma lock. Interesting. I mean, they still have an opportunity to flex here, but I do expect this Karma to go support.
Yeah, I think that's stronger overall.
Yeah,
but
definitely so.
Especially because Karma versus Ahri doesn't sound super fun. Cho'Gath. Choggers in the top lane for Dragoon.
Yeah, Cho'Gath is a champ that's kind of slowly making his way back in the meta. Has been getting a lot of buffs recently, and I think a lot of the strengths of Cho'Gath is that you can actually flex it into like 4 different roles, and it's pretty decent. Here picked as a counter pick, so don't get the flex power that you would of taking it earlier in the draft, but this will be interesting to see at top Cho'Gath, something we haven't seen in quite a while for League.
Yeah, just waiting on everyone to ready up for champ select number 2. Kind of interesting drafts. This deviates a little bit from the RotM plan for the past couple of games, but maybe a little bit stronger matchups. You would hope. You have the double poke bottom against kind of the shorter range of Philios Thresh, which might help them feel a little bit more comfortable, and you get Annie into Ahri, which is the matchup that presumably you got to choose if you wanted the Annie or not as Max.
Yeah, I think the Annie is actually in a tough spot regardless of whether it goes mid or bot, but I think in mid can thrive a little bit better than it can in the bot position. So I think RTM is lacking one key thing, which is really solid engage. They've got some options with like Jack stun and with Annie stun. So it's going to be really on Max this game to kind of start off things. But outside of that, has some really good skirmish potential in 2v2 and 2v1 situations with the point and click Annie stun.
All right, we've had one draft, but now second draft. Yeah, this is blind. Okay. Yeah, they've definitely done bans the other games, by the way.
Okay.
This is quicker though. I appreciate this.
Yeah, it's very quick. At least that's what we've been doing for scrims. It's a lot nicer. If there's tournament codes, though, definitely have to do the draft over again just to get that data in. But nice to not have to do it in this case.
Yep, everyone taking their time. You don't want to lock too early in a blind pick because then you can't do your runes.
Yeah.
Summoner spells, or you have to really panic and do them in the last 10 seconds. Also, maybe a little bit of manner here. Max and coin flips up not locking in the Annie and Karma immediately to show it that they could potentially flex, but now Max is going to lock in the Annie. I don't remember how hovers work in blind pick, but
yeah, you see it on the other team, or I don't know if you can see their names, so I'm assuming RTM is going to have to communicate where each pick is going. to the other team so that they can do their runes appropriately, but might just be an assumed thing if it wasn't asked.
I don't think you need to do that because I'm assuming we're on like LCS rule set. You don't have to do anything like that for LCS rule set.
Right, but normally you'd be able to see it, or which player was playing which champ in champ select, but you don't get that opportunity in blind.
I guess so.
I guess that what they're inclined to answer is who is locked in on each champion, not where it's going, per se.
About to hold contingent hostage while I go get this McDouble. Oh no.
I did hear some horror stories from. This custom game is not open to spectators. Cool. Glad we remade the lobby.
I don't think we did.
Oh, never mind then. I guess I'm just casting from stream again. So.
Sorry.
No worries. I just thought that the game's being remade.
Is Snyder just allowed in the lobby the whole time?
He is, as long as you mute the entire game.
Oh, interesting.
I guess one opportunity I could do is I could sign in. It won't work out very well because I'll get to see the RotM perspective. I won't get to see the whole fight. Either way, it's going to be scuffed. So I will be on the delayed casting a little bit. I'm going to be casting from the stream. So just feel free to cut me off if some action's happening while I go on.
Yeah,
But I'll try to keep it succinct.
You had the predictions last game. You got ahead of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, it's the 1-2 matchup. So losers are eliminated from the tournament. Winners get to fight for their lives in one more game. You can still play, of course, for qualifier points, which don't matter for us because we don't have any that we banked in the first qualifier. So
yep.
Don't know exactly how that'll all work out, but we're in it.
Yeah, RTM has had quite a road in the tournament so far, going up against the 1, 3, and now the number 5 seeds. That seeding playing a big part into the matchup, and of course the upset victories that some of the other teams have had, forcing those higher seeds down into the lower parts of the tournament here. But
in particular, Contingent has completely messed us up now. But I mean, great for them. Like number 32 seed, they've had a hard road as well, and they're doing the best that they can with it. And they're 2-1 now. So, and they beat the Supernova team in the last round. So maybe we'll have our luck here as we load into game number 4 of the weekend. And immediately, Hoarder has disconnected.
A quick pause.
Get the soothing sounds of Summoner's Rift. I don't know if I should throw up a pause screen or not. I don't think anything really matters on this.
I think it'll be fine. I will say there was some horror stories last open qualifier of some teams like taking a nap in between games because they weren't obligated to start till the next game, or like going out to get lunch or something, which is fine, but it's on the tournament organizers. It's not on the teams to determine when they should be playing. So
I feel like you should tell your opponent that you're going to do that, then everybody can do it all together.
Exactly.
Now Dragoon is in the bathroom apparently, so we're waiting a little bit longer even to start the game.
Perfect.
Kind of weird that you would hold it to begin with and then just take the advantage of the pause at the beginning of the game to go do that, but what do I know?
It's like a car trip, you gotta go even when you don't have to go, just because you stopped.
kind of interesting. Max has first strike on Annie. I'm pretty sure we saw electrocute last time that he played it.
Yeah. Trying to. I don't know mid lane matchups well enough to know when first strike is viable.
I don't know mid lane matchups at all, so
Yeah.
we're readied up, so everything should start here shortly.
We'll get off to game 4.
Yeah. Do you want to rework that phrasing at all?
I'm just predicting now. Future predict.
That you're gonna get off to game 4.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
RTM win. You know.
Well, here we go. Everyone unpaused, ready to buy items. It'll shortly repause. And then maybe we can watch some League of Legends. There it is. Very fun. Thank you, Riot Games. All right, here we go. I'm curious, maybe you know, why do you go DMAT on Thresh?
It's into double range lanes, helpful to be able to pick up your cannons in the early stage without getting harassed off minions.
Interesting.
Yeah, because if you walk up, I mean, Thresh is range, so I don't think it's as viable here. But if you're like on a Nautilus or Leona or something, both the range champs will just be waiting for when you walk up to that cannon to just do a ton of damage to you. So you take the DMAT so you can safely take those from range without having the issue. But Thresh has the ranged auto attack, so not sure why it's necessary here. I guess you can also use it to like help get a faster push, because you can dematerialize the cannon. But all 3 should be used on a cannon for sure.
Interesting. I don't feel like you're losing a whole lot on that particular tree, so that makes sense to me. Hoarder walks into Dragoon at level 1, just gets ruptured for his trouble. RTM finds that little ward, they hand it over to Max, that should give him a slightly earlier level 2. He's going to walk it on it.
Yeah, not much action through the early game here, or for the first couple minutes.
Jungler's starting opposite sides, but I think that both teams are aware of that. So even though you'll see them path to opposite sides, maybe look for a gank, I don't think it should be super successful. Hook at level 1 from Chukis, and Caspian forced to use his cleanse early on.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big spell to just land on that first play. I don't know if he necessarily needed to cleanse there. I think that's maybe too much of an abundance of caution, because it's not like Thresh has much follow-up after that initial hook lands. But
yeah, he could follow that in, and then you get a couple of autos from Aphelios, who doesn't have Q yet. So
yeah,
like,
I don't think it was entirely necessary there, but a nice pickup for Supernova in this early game. Definitely makes him a lot more vulnerable.
Spizzy gonna get spotted on that ward over by yeah, on the bottom side there. I don't need to describe that a whole lot more, but he's going to walk into the jungle, and Kisno should be aware that he's there. I think Wukong should trade pretty favorably against Viego early on if my
it
top
should
lane
be favorable, but
in my head
the difference is going to be that the double range lane is going to allow RTM to walk in and help support him if they decide to make it over there, but it looks like it's just going to be a 1v1 for right now.
Yeah, he's in quite a bit of trouble, though. The flash forward from Max, really committing for that one. They'll get Kisno pretty low, but not going to be able to do a whole lot more than that. So it's Viego flash and Annie flash for nothing.
Yep.
Basically.
I think there's a little bit of a miscommunication.
Charm over the wall. That's sorry.
No worries. I think it's a little bit of a miscommunication from RTM there. Probably should have just pushed the wave and then gone in to help the jungle if they wanted to look to steal it away, but it's going to blow the flash for Spizzy in this early game. Not too much lost. He's going to waste a little bit of time trying to get his topside camps now, but Max blowing the flash as well could be costly.
Yeah, and he's really shoved in already by Onat, and um, gonna fall behind a couple of CS. Hopefully it doesn't get too much more than that, but the early teleport, early flash burn makes him pretty susceptible to ganks. Kisno is behind Caspian and coin flips up. We'll see if they can walk up. They get the root onto Azog, but in comes Kisno. Flash Flay from Chukis. Caspian low, burning to the ignite. Azog not low enough. It's first blood going to Kisno. Coin flips up, has to flash away. And he'll get into the river, but they'll get the Speedwagon here to be able to zip in, flash forward from Kisno, hits a couple of extra autos. Looks like he should be out of there. One more Q from Azog. Does he have the root gun? Looks like it's on cooldown just now. Max dodges an Orbo Deception, but then gets hooked by Chukis. They're just continuing to walk this one in, and they'll pick up another kill as Onat takes down Max.
Yeah, and now that's the flash being burned from Max trying to make that engage work earlier, punishes again, and with no TP here, is actually going to be down quite a bit. Was already down a level before this, and now with losing even more minions to Onat, so this Annie going to be super delayed.
Just feels like kind of an uncharacteristically sloppy early game from ROTM, and Chuki's on the Thresh has made a couple of really nice plays already.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely important for the Thresh to get going here early, because as the game goes on, becomes less and less impactful compared to the Enchanters. So nice to see that that is working for Supernova here.
Order just trying to scrap it out. Dragoon hit a back, it looks like, and didn't use his teleport to come back. So Hoarder has a little level advantage, but was behind in items just then.
Mm-hmm. So it's probably going to look to reset here, get the Sheen, come back, and should have a favorable trading opportunity if Dragoon lets him, but looks like Dragoon is also going to back off. So.
Yeah, Caspian trying to shove here. They've snuck Spizzy in, but Kisno's already on the bottom side of the map as well. So I don't know how much opportunity they're really going to have here. And you don't have the best gank setup with Karma and Zaya. So might be looking to bait Chukis into something. Oh, but they're roaming down Onat as well. This could turn really bad for ROTM very quickly. They get the root down onto Azog. Chukis is pretty low, but they're just buying time right now. See if Chukis falls, they get the kill onto him. Caspian takes that one down. Onat's in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Hoarder and Dragoon scrapping in the top. Hook from Spizzy as he takes over the Thresh body. Just trying to get a little bit of distance here. Caspian not quite able to find the roots. Kisno sneaks out with the clone, and ROTM gets away with that. They get the one kill. Azog still going to take a little chunk, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely very big there for RTM to turn a play that Supernova was trying to make there. Chuki's going in a little bit too early ahead of the Ahri and mistiming that, but nice for RTM to pick up that kill and then get out safely.
Yep, now they're going to start up on this dragon. This feels a little bit risky, but Onat is back in base after his roam to bottom lane. Hoarder doing pretty well in these trades, pops his ult, and just, oh my goodness, flashes forward for the empowered strike. Jump strike, auto, he gets it, not quite able to heal enough with the triumph to live, but trades 1 for 1 on the dive, and he'll crash that minion wave into tower, so he'll feel okay about that one.
Yeah, I think Hoarder's going to be really happy with that, especially because this Cho'Gath is going to lose out on quite a bit of CS. Does have the teleport back after he respawns, but it's going to lose almost an entire wave there. So Hoarder, even though he's trading kills over, is going to come out ahead overall.
Yeah. So first dragon on the board for ROTM. This is a marked departure from last game. Much more comfortable at 8 minutes. We were already behind about 3,000 gold to Maryville. So
yes.
Feeling a little bit better about that, I would imagine. Hoarder, nice little sidestep. Now going in with a counter-strike. He's just chasing Dragoon through this lane. No ult available, but Spizzy is here just to walk on in. Dodges the Rupture. Just going to get himself a nice little assist, and Hoarder picks up the kill. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Max turns it on to Onat, just throws Tibbers down right in his face and chunks him out to about a quarter.
Yeah, and those flashes being burned in that last exchange was a really nice punish from Hoarder, knowing that his
a
jungler
lot
was
of damage.
topside.
Onat in trouble, has to burn Spirit Rush. I don't think he wanted to invest the ult, but is forced to after the extra rotation from Max.
Yeah, and Max actually ahead in CS here
Oh my
has
god.
fought this back beautifully, which really should have been out of the game based on that early kill and as much CS as he was giving up. So really nice for RTM to see him fighting back.
I don't feel like I do anywhere near that amount of damage on Jax when I play him. My god. Like that was just a W plus his third auto plus the Sheen proc, and it just almost half health Kisno.
Yeah, maybe just the timing on that, being able to time it
Yeah,
out and put that all together, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery to me, but it's really impressive to watch from
Challenger
Hoarder.
buff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't understand. The challengers just do more damage than me. I'm bronze 1 and I can't trade. Yeah.
Must be it.
Well, 3-3. Our team has a gold lead. Those are words that we didn't say last game, and I'm feeling much better about the state of life right now. But at least we'll get to see a game of League of Legends this time. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, definitely no team super dominant here early. RTM had a really rocky start, but has recovered very nicely. Hoarder, of course, leading that charge for RTM. So
Max
on the
walking
Jax
into his face. Coin flips up a little bit later on the roam, but they have Kisno as well. So the extra man's going to be able to pick up Max on the kill. Coin flips up has to flash away. It was nicely timed by Kisno on the roam, and not quite the same coordination from Spizzy and Coin flips up onto Max.
Yeah, nice roam there. Chuki's looking to continue to use his Thresh in the early game to help his other lanes out. And Max having kind of a rough early game. He's done a good job recovering, like I said earlier, but dies there again and blows the flash, so could be punished more.
Yeah, everyone pinging around this dragon area. There's not really any objective up in particular. Hoarder is just giving it to Dragoon up in the top lane. It hasn't manifested to a big CS advantage, but every time we look up here, it seems like Hoarder's trading pretty favorably.
Yeah, and that's what RTM really wants. They want to try to keep this lane as isolated as possible. The Jax should do pretty good into the Cho'Gath by itself, so if they can continue to make that lane isolated, Hoarder should just win out.
Big 3v3 happening here. Coinflip Sup's going to be the first victim of the fight. Spizzy can't really get in. Use the Feather Storm, get a little bit of damage onto Kisno, but it's just not enough to really make this worthwhile. Spizzy finds the stun onto Azog. He was tanking tower, but just steps quickly out of the range, and Kisno dashes back over for the kill. Nice little dive from Supernova, and they've really struck back in the past couple of minutes after our team had taken a little lead.
Yeah, everything going Supernova's way here in the last couple minutes, able to open up over a 1,500 gold lead. And those kills going down near RTM's bot lane tower means that they're going to get a lot of plates here as well.
Oh, Dragoon with the feast onto Hoarder and picks up the solo kill onto him. That turns that lane around in a hurry, and now ROTM back on the back foot.
Yeah, and that's the one dangerous thing about Cho'Gath is, especially once he gets that level 6, you have to think, oh, my health bar's a lot smaller than it looks, because you just get the true damage to come through on the ultimate.
And Coinflip Sup goes HP. In for a little bit of a greedy ward, and Kisno's there waiting for him.
That's always really sad as a support, trying to get that ward down to spot the jungler, but the jungler's right on top of you when you put it down.
Yeah, gonna drop the Rift Herald in mid lane. Hopefully they're still in range here. They're not, so that's solo gold for Spizzy. 350 gold, nothing to scoff at, but only onto the Viego is maybe not exactly what you wanted to see.
Yeah, and as this game goes a little bit behind for RTM, Supernova are going to start the Drake. It's going to be harder for RTM to force these fights. I think they definitely want to look for small numbers advantages where they're in a
Spizzy
2v1
stole
or
it!
2v2.
He stole the Cloud Dragon away from Kisno. He's got to get over the wall, but that could be huge in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, really nice pickup there. The team for Supernova just kind of leaves. And it allows Spizzy to just walk him 1v1 and smite it away.
Well, That'll feel a little bit better. This won't feel particularly good, though. The Flash Cyclone onto Caspian. They'll find coin flips up as well. Kisno picks one up, and they'll hand this one over to Azog. Kisno has just been menacing this bottom lane.
Yeah, and I mean, Kisno is just having a great game here. Already 5 kills, 500 gold shutdown. Has been everywhere on the map, and finding all the plays he's needed. Really nice early game from him. And they've just been punishing the RTM bot lane.
Yep. Oh, the flash forward for the Everfrost onto Max. He's trying to turn anything back around, but Dragoon has walked down, picks up another... Oh, actually, his feast was on cooldown. I'm pretty sure that's not a feast stack, but... regardless, it's good play after good play from Supernova, and ROTM left on the back foot trying to find something positive. The Dragon Steel, the only thing that's really gone right for them in the past couple of minutes.
That definitely is.
Spizzy might have found Chukies. Just doing back to him what happened to Coinflip Sup in his own jungle. Spizzy picks up that kill. Now he's Thresh. I don't know that helps him out particularly, but he is Thresh. And they should be able to grab this Rift Herald?
Yeah, no jungler. Means that they should have an easy way to pick this up. Supernova doesn't look like they're going to contest, so... Or not, no jungler, no support.
Yeah, feels like Hoarder really needs to hit his Divine Sunderer before he can go toe-to-toe with Cho'Gath right now. Dragoon 3-2 now with his finished Rod of Ages, so he's starting to really stack up that health. Oh,
yeah.
And then he just goes back and buys Divine Sunderer. All right, yeah. All good. Max is pretty dead, because that's not anyone helping him. That's Azog on the flank. I don't know how Phelios got behind Annie, but that's the world that we live in right now. Caspian and Coinflip Sup going to work on this mid lane tower. Should be able to knock it down before they're in any particular trouble.
Max just having such a rough game here on the Annie, and it kind of started with that blowing the flashes early, and pretty much has been punished ever since. It's every time it's been down here in the bot lane, finding another kill for Supernova. So having a rough game so far.
Yeah, and now mid lane tower going to be under siege from Azog and Chukies. God, that Bloodthirster on Aphelios just doesn't look particularly fair. Max is teleporting in, looking for it. Oh, only hits the Tibbers onto the Thresh. That was really nicely done by Azog to avoid the Tibbers. He held his flash until after he'd pulled the lantern. Oh, Max almost just takes Chakrams to the dome for a kill, but our team at least finds one around the mid lane.
Nice TP play there from Max, getting himself finally in the kill stats there with the assist.
Would have loved
nice
to.
Pickup for our team.
Yeah, would have loved to pick up both of those kills, but Azog just a little too wily with the flash heal immediately after taking the Thresh Lantern.
Yeah, definitely a great flash from him. Seeing that Eddie was coming in, and I think Max positioned the ult there very well, so that he could get both once the lantern came back. But a nice play from both sides there to pick up and avoid kills.
Yeah, so about a 3,000 gold lead for Supernova, but both of the dragons thus far in the pocket of ROTM, and they'll have to look at this one here in 40 seconds and decide, do you fight over this one? Do you allow this one to be picked up by Supernova? How are you feeling about the state of the game as this spawns?
I feel like RTM should use this dragon pressure of the objective spawning. I don't think they really care too much about the Drake. It could be an advantage to them, but if they could get a tower like top lane or bot lane in exchange for it, I think they'd take the gold now to help even up this gold deficit that they're at.
They're walking in still. Spizzy throwing out the mist, but Hoarder is just isolated up topside on that tower. So it looks like they are taking that advice. They might even pressure mid lane, it looks like here. They've worked themselves into a little pocket, which we've seen this both work and not work. They're going to drop down Sheila, see if they can crash that one into the mid lane tower. And it should definitely. Chukies is now cutting the wave with Azog the Tax Evader. Caspian working his way on the tower. They'll be able to finish that one off, and then they can go hook up with Hoarder up in the top lane.
Yeah, I think they definitely just need to run out top side here to protect themselves, but I think that's going to be 2 towers picked up for RTM, so that's definitely a worthwhile trade for them.
Ooh, do they know? This is a moment. Oh, Hoarder kind of gives up the gambit there by going in onto Dragoon. I don't know if you're a little more patient if it actually pays off, or if this is just not what you want to see. But now they walk directly into Kisno trying to head back to mid lane. It's gone wrong the other way. Onat picks up 2 kills immediately. Kisno's onto coin flips up. The Ahri is just shredding through as he dashes everywhere. Picks up a triple kill, gets the charm. Dragoon picks up another one at the end. Hoarder's the last one alive. He's just trying to fight his way out, but he's out of mana, and he's got nowhere left to go. It's an ace for Supernova.
Yeah, RTM, they're sitting in the red side quadrant for Supernova, trying to find a pick themselves, but then Showing knows a really nice spot by Kisno to know, hey, they're going to have to rotate to this mid tower. I'm going to sit in this bush and wait for them to walk into me, and baits the ROTM in and finds a nice ace for Supernova. And this has blown the game pretty wide open here with a 5k gold advantage to Supernova.
Yeah, 5k at 20 minutes, definitely nothing to scoff at this point, and ROTM once again in the position where they've got to find a big play, and they've looked for him. It's not from a lack of trying that they haven't found one, just have been a little unlucky. I think Hoarder might have wanted to hold just a little bit, and then the unlucky path back to mid lane really costs them.
Yeah, I think the difficulty really has been, or for RTM to get back in this game, is that they don't have great engage options. The Baron going to be started up here for Supernova.
Yep, 7,000 health. They're kiting their way back through. Teleport in from Max, and this should be fully known. This is now going to turn into a fight. Onat on the side gets bursted by Max, but Timber's not able to find that stun. Kisno into the backline, just getting so many knockups. Spizzy actually is able to take him down, but it's starting to fall apart a little bit for RTM. Hoarder onto the backline, but he'll fall as well. It's just Spizzy and coin flips up, trying to make anything happen. Onat over the wall, gets the charm, gets the kill, and Spizzy the last one alive. Onat with his extra dash will finish that one off thanks to Chuki's hook, and Supernova now can head back to the Baron.
With back-to-back aces for Supernova, this game getting further and further out of reach for RTM. The Baron should be picked up here as well. Supernova showing their team fighting prowess here in these last couple of skirmishes.
Yeah, and Kisno has just been huge in this whole game, setting them up well in the early game. His decision to go into the side bush to blow open the first ace, that second one just popping everyone into the air, getting a huge 5-man cyclone. Just a really monster game by Kisno thus far.
Definitely playing well, set up a lot of the early plays, and has now gotten the rest of the team ahead. You see the score lines popping off for the mid and ADC for Supernova. All that extra work that Kisno put in that early game paying off very well.
All right. Here is the next gambit from ROTM. Oh, they're going to take the blast cone into mid lane. All right, never mind. That wasn't nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Baron buff minions up in the top lane. They're going to be able to knock down a couple of these free towers and extend the gold lead even that much more.
There's not a lot of options left for RTM. They don't have great engage options except for like a flash anti-stun. Without the flash from Max, going to be hard to kind of force a fight that they want to take. So I think trying to sit in a bush and find some other play is decent from them, but not much they're going to be able to pick up.
Yeah, Azog's got red-white somehow. It seems like he has red-white permanently. I'm not 100% sure how that's worked, but he's really showed his prowess and his mastery of Aphelios this game. I'll get the stun down onto Dragoon, just trying to get that pick, get the little 700 gold shutdown, but instead it's going to get turned around. Kisno flashes into the backline. They'll get the roots. Azog is there just layering in the chakrams as they'll take down Caspian. In the backline, Hoarder does pick up a kill. It's Hoarder v4 right now. Looking for the counter-strike. Not able to really pull the trigger. Azog is just tanking the turret as Aphelios. Feels a little illegal, but yet here we are. Hoarder just trying to get the counter-strike, get any damage down that he can, and it won't be enough. Supernova will burst open the Nexus at 24 minutes, and they'll survive the round. ROTM falls to 1-3, unfortunately going to be eliminated from the tournament. One more game to go. We'll see what happens with that, but yeah, Supernova finds 2 big fights, and that blows the game wide open.
Yeah, really close game here in the early game. Supernova able to get those 2 aces, of course, and close out really quickly from there. Well played to them, and hope that they are able to advance in the next round of the tournament. RTM here, going to be eliminated from contention, but still with 1 game to play. Might play it for some pride here, so we'll update you as we know what's happening with a game 5.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
as we learned last time, that's probably means we're 30 minutes out from game 5. But
I think I said that when I was muted on the stream, but all the games have been
nice.
reported now. So which I think they have. That should have been all of them. I don't understand what their delay is for the bracket. Like the bracket that they link to at the bottom has a delay to it for some reason from what people actually report.
Nice.
Seems like some teams actually waited until 2 to start their game. Hopefully they're not going to wait until 4 to start their second one.
I doubt they will. My guess is it's probably lunch break time for most of those people, so.
Well, hopefully whoever we're supposed to play against just wants to run it fast. I mean, I can't imagine why you'd really want to linger while you're 1-3, but what do I know?
Got invited to an ARAM. Let's go.
Oh, the Conviction versus Team Death Knights game might be forever. Oh no.
Yeah.
I just realized it hadn't been reported, and then I opened the stream and they're at 13 minutes. And whoever's broadcasting this doesn't have player names on there. They're champion names only.
Beautiful.
Hopefully they added a delay or something. Otherwise it might just be a while.
Hey, UC San Diego got a win. Let's go.
Yeah, Protos and the boys. Yeah, they just confirmed this is the last match remaining. Oh, sometimes you just play Soraka mid too. I actually have no idea what this TDK comp is. Gnar, Jarvan, Soraka, Draven, Thresh. And the other team's running Darius jungle.
Is this an elimination game or is it?
Um,
What game is this?
this is a
What
1-2.
records are they?
These are
That's so
1-2 games.
surprising.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
One of these teams will still be alive in the tournament after this.
Yeah. Wondering if we're gonna see a weird one, but
Oh, the Darius jungle gameplay just happened. Damn.
I'm playing ARAM with the boys.
Oh,
They're
that's nice.
warming up for this next game, so looks like Hoarder needed to get on his lunch break, so I was called in to sub in case they need to FF.
I could cast your ARAM, I guess.
That's true. How do you always shoot it to you?
I can just.
Or I guess you could just do it. Yeah.
Here we go. Big ARAM gameplay. Something to watch on the stream.
All right.
I'll ask you questions about things that happened 3
Please do.
minutes ago.
I'll analyze.
We'll get the full interview analysis on the warm-up ARAM before Game 5. Yeah, an exciting ARAM there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Big exciting moment.
Alright, here we go. Exciting League of Legends action. I just tried to turn on objective timers and it didn't work. Kind of weird.
The big objective is on ARAM.
Alright, Lane, so you've got Lilia. How does it feel to have the most mechanically intensive champion on your team full of challenger players?
Pretty good. No. I'd say Lee Sin's up there, but there's no ward hops in this one. So.
Yeah. He's not even doing the build. Unlucky. Your big ARAM tech. If you're lacking a support, you just go Lee Sin. Max W, build a Moonstone. It's really fun. Like, surprisingly fun. And then every item that just increases your shields and heals. Man, Bussy Thrasher 747. Really popping off there on the Malzahar.
Woo!
Man, about 3 minutes, we're about to see something exciting happen to Lane. really see the coordination built up over the games between the guys. They all hit their buttons at the same time. Remarkable. Oh, that was a bit of an in. Just hyped them up and then they immediately let me know.
I assume you got to the Malphite ult.
No.
Never mind. Spoilers.
There's a Malphite. Oh, the Malphite ult. Yeah. He just went under the tower. 1v4. Followed by Max going 1v4. Oh, lane's ghosting. Oh. I was immediately let down. Oh, the big sleep. Did that sleep rise out of his ult? What? That was kind of funny. Shen with the 4-minute heart steal. And then he immediately gets 3 procs on it. It's never that easy when I build heart steal. As soon as I finish my heart steal, everyone just avoids me the rest of the game.
Gotta get in there. Oh, jeez.
Oh, we're passing the tuna down. So I'm curious, Lane, going back to draft, what did your coach say to you about this, how to execute this draft?
He said we need a wombo combo, or else we don't have a good shot of winning with our picks, because we don't really have range. So we have to kill them to get down the turrets on the ARAM map.
Oh, the conviction game just ended on the stream. In a conviction win. People are getting really antsy for this 5th game. I tried to look through and see who we'd be playing, and it's just too much of a mess.
Yeah.
I think we have Nameless as our opponent, but I'm not 100% sure. Because it's all just kind of a fucking mess.
We don't play the highest seed. We should play the second highest.
Yeah, we play the second highest, and the highest is ISU. So we wouldn't play them anyway. But I think it's ISU and then UCI. So maybe we have UCI. We just get to get the preview of our week 5 ACL game. Get to play against Mike Young, or Mike Young.
Yep.
Young.
Mike.
And also the rest of the Anteaters. According to the bracket, UC San Diego hasn't reported. So.
Well, they have. It's been in the chat. I saw there.
Well, yeah, they posted in the chat, and it's been like confirmed, but like the actual bracket thing doesn't have them updated, but everybody else is. So might be your boy Protos holding us all up. It's always so funny to watch good players play like Malphite and Garen. Because you can tell they're like, I'm trying to do something mechanical, but there's just nothing mechanical happening.
There's nothing to do.
Kind of curious
Does
when we
sound
take
like
the Moose Hater pill and start playing Garen.
I think it's a pretty good champ in some matchups, and I just don't think you can blind it, but you get to see what they have.
I don't know why I'm getting a bunch of followers suddenly, but thank you guys for hitting follow. I know this warm-up ARAM with all these mechanically intensive champions is very interesting.
You paid for that follower bot that entered the stream at the beginning, didn't you?
Yeah, you caught me. He seemed really nice. I don't know if we got raided by someone, and I'm just not paying attention. I don't know what's going on. But welcome. Thank you guys. Oh. He definitely coin flipped on that Malphite ult. Didn't really work out. Lane, why'd you go Rylai's on Lilia?
It's good.
Oh, it isn't?
Why is it not?
All your abilities already slow.
My Q doesn't.
That does?
My Q does not slow. My E does.
Oh, well, it speeds you up.
Yeah, that's true. Well, got the hands warmed up.
Yeah, now you're all warm for your big NACL qualifier debut. Oh.
UCI.
Oh, we did get UCI?
We just got it up, so they're gonna go blue side.
If they're like ready, I can leave this. But they wanted blue side?
Yeah. Wait, it ends pretty quick. We're already FF'd out, so. Me as well.
Hog. There's Schneider. Oh, you're just in. You're in lane. Oh. Who are we missing? Oh, we're missing our jungler. I will kick my coach. Okay. This is the opposite of the reaction we've received every other time. So. We don't even have... Alright, we got a jungler. There's Caspian. Okay.
I don't think Hoarder has all the.
Oh. They can draft client. I have Xbox Game Pass. Let's go.
Beastly. That's sick.
Alright, we're almost ready for game 5.
Just a client draft. This has been a while since
Yeah.
pro draft.
Alright, we've R'd. They've R'd. We need Elated to hit the button. And then we can start. I appreciate that some people wait for production, but I always feel taken back when they do. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just start the game. I'll catch up.
Yeah.
This isn't official. If I was doing an official league thing, like maybe, but whatever. We're into the client draft for game number 5. UCI Esports versus Return of the Middle Sticks Premier. This is a 1-3 match, so effectively doesn't really matter. Both teams would get some qualification points. Otherwise, this is kind of a glorified scrim plus a preview of what we're going to see in ACL. So, should still be fun.
Yeah.
I think both teams will probably still try hard. We might see a couple interesting picks, but I don't think that there's any reason really to not take it completely seriously, at least.
Yeah, I think both teams are probably take it pretty seriously. I think always helps out, especially just from like an org representation or player representation. You know, there's a lot of eyes on these games. Players want to make a good impression, and then can also potentially help your seeding next time around. If people see that you finish 2 and 3, it looks a lot better than 1 and 4. So
Ooh, first pick
might be able to help you out in the
Sejuani.
future.
Sorry.
No worries.
I was just first pick Sejuani's a little strange. We've seen a lot of priority on bot lanes. We've also seen a lot of Master Yi and Talon bans, and both of those are available now for Spizzies. So, what will we see for RotM? A lot of choices. Oh, the Seraphine lock-in. No Karma, no Ashe, no Caitlyn available. We're going Seraphine.
Yeah. RTM here has the Zyrakan available, elects not to go for it. I think the Seraphine should do pretty good in with the extra range into the Zyrakan, so not worried about it here. This Caspian plays a lot of and Ezreal. This might be Ezreal support here for Dino.
Is that a Seraphine carry or a Seraphine mid then?
My guess, no, it's going to be a Seraphine carry, most likely. I mean,
Okay.
it's still up to be flex. Like, Max can definitely play it, so we'll have to see. But I expect this to be going bot with the Ezreal support.
Kai'Sa the hover. Kai'Sa's a really popular ADC in solo queue, but we don't see her much in competitive right now. I think she's actually the most popular champion in solo queue.
Really?
Her or Caitlyn. I mean, so an ADC is always the most popular champion, just by virtue of there aren't any, right? And then I think Kai'Sa's still the most picked, if I'm not mistaken. I might just be wrong.
Find out.
But Kai'Sa Nautilus is kind of the classic pairing, and they're gonna go Kai'Sa Pyke. Why not? Sure.
Yeah, so it looks like Kai'Sa is highest pick percentage at 22%.
Yep.
Then Ezreal, then Xayah, then Caitlyn. So
I knew what I was on about. Let's go.
you got it. All ADCs. 5 ADCs in the top 5.
I mean, that
Not
one you could
surprising.
predict. Yeah. Hovering Udyr. Lexus is back. The spirit of Lexus has infested the chat.
Yeah, an honorary Lexus Udyr game. Of course, couldn't make it this weekend, so Spizzy just trying to give the nod to him, but no. Spizzy also really likes the Udyr a lot. And provides a lot of space for your backline. It is really kind of a movable object a lot of the time. Hard to fight through the tankiness, and I think a good pick into the Sejuani tank v tank.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping we'd see a Talon or a Master Yi game, but we'll take the Udyr.
Yeah, I don't know how that matchup is with the Sejuani, but I feel like it'd be rough for either of those champs. So
I mean, that's probably true, but I still want to see it. I would like to see it.
yeah,
Aurelion Soul Silas gone. I mean, you imagine probably more mid laners here.
yeah, I think mid lane's gonna keep coming off the table. I think the Silas was really good. A lot of mainly the Seraphine ult being really impactful for Silas, stealing that away. So
Yeah, Ezreal ult's
I
not
wanna make sure
slouch
that
either,
go down.
but mostly the Seraphine ult. Ryze is gone. Last one, maybe Ahri, maybe Annie would make
Annie?
sense. It's
Yeah.
Lissandra.
So RTM able to pick what they want here.
I don't know how hard we're going. Like, this seems like a kind of a different draft from RTM, so I don't want to say, oh yeah, this is Ahri or Annie for Max would make sense, but it might just be that anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we've seen teams use this all day. The Ahri pick on that red size for blind. It's just so safe. It's really hard to gank, and so it's a nice pickup to have in your back pocket when you have to blind something mid here.
Kindred. What? That's Sejuani top, maybe?
Sejuani top.
Okay.
Yep.
And the LeBlanc, the last lock-in for Cinnamon Bread.
Sejuani top, really decent champ at neutralizing most picks. Is really strong with the passive. I think Hoarder is not going to feel too bad about playing into tanks. Seems to really like playing into it. So we'll have to see how Leda does alleviating the pressure of what I'm sure is going to be a big pick here for Hoarder, and the Darius locked in, super aggressive.
Yeah, and a good matchup into Sejuani. Just beats her up pretty much the entire game. So we'll have to see if Mike Young can get up there and, make his presence felt on the Kindred, because that lane can get out of hand pretty fast if it's not tended to.
Yeah, and it really needs to get going for RTM with the Seraphine that I presume is going to go bot. They need some other source of damage. whether that's the Ari, whether it's the Darius, wanting to have something in these team fights that can really pop off and do the damage that's needed.
Yeah, it's still weird to me just seeing all of these big names in the in the games against RotM on the other side, but should be a fun one. And again, these teams will have to play each other in a competitive game here soon as well. So, maybe kind of, do you want to show all your cards here? Do you want to, like, how seriously are we taking this versus that? Like, there's a lot of things to weigh. I don't know if they necessarily were weighed, if that's even something on the mind of either coach, or if we're just out here balling. I think we're just kind of in fuck it with ball territory. But
yeah, I think both teams really want to put some points on the board, get some championship points for themselves. And it's a best of one, so like, how much can you actually give away here? So I think both these teams wanted to put their best foot forward here, and I'm expecting that we will see a pretty competitive game.
Yeah, well, here we go. 2 minutes left in that spectator delay. Again, both teams eliminated from the tournament, but you get the extra points if you win. And it's something I'm sure the committee will refer to in summer when everyone's trying to requalify. And honestly, our team's had one of the hardest roads, if not the hardest road, so far in the tournament.
Probably so. You play the 1, 3, and 5 seed. I don't think anybody had that tough of a road, but hats off to the teams that were able to pull off some clutch upsets that forced them into those high seeds into the lower parts of the bracket. It's nice to see that, especially like a 32 seed was able to come in and create some upsets. So
yeah, they're sitting at 2-2. They have a chance to advance now. That's probably the game that I would be watching if I'm a casual fan right now. I think that's the most interesting one. Maryville actually took another L. What? Oh no, they're 3-1. I'm looking at the wrong side. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I think that's super interesting. St. Clair College, the team that we just played against, that you saw on Friday, also sitting there at 2-2, and it's hard to be like, that could be us. So hopefully, we can pick up a W here and get a little momentum going for summer OQ1.
Yeah, it would be nice to see. Of course, at the top of the table, TFT and TikTok Tony Top playing in the 4-0 match, the lone 4-0 match up here. So the seeding really doing well there. The 2 seed versus the 3 seed. So.
Yeah. All right. 10 seconds left. It's been fun casting with you all weekend, Lane. We'll have to do it again sometime, hopefully soon.
I've had a blast. It's been great. I've got 3 days of streams under my belt, and it's been really fun to watch our team's journey over this weekend.
All right, here we go into game number 5. I'm on a black screen. Sorry, you're missing nothing interesting. There you go. All right, here we go. On the blue side is the UC Irvine esports team, the Anteaters. It was always one of my favorite colleges when I was little because they had an anteater mascot. Anteaters, one of my favorite animals. Maybe my favorite animal. It's comfortable to say. Yeah, and on the other side, Return the Middle Sticks Premier on the red side. And a pause. Bathroom, immediately. Alright. They had 45 minutes, 50 minutes between games to go to the bathroom, but, big game. Time to hit the
loo.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need the gamer's chair, You just installed toilet right into it.
Oh, I probably shouldn't show this on stream, actually. Now that I think about what I'm actually showing. We'll flip to a pause screen really quick and not talk about that. I haven't had time to really adjust to the jungle pets, honestly. Do you have a favorite jungle pet, though? Are you a gust walker or a moss stomper stan? Or you like the scratch claw?
I honestly don't pay attention to them that much as not being a jungler, but I do really like the Moss Stomper. I just think he's like, it kind of reminds me like having like a little Zac around you. Not that it's quite that, but just the way it like splashes around and does the splash damage is pretty fun. So.
Yeah, I played a grand total of I think 2 jungle games since they've come out. So
I don't think I've even played one with the new items, so.
I just buy what it tells me to buy. I couldn't tell you what the difference between them is really.
Yeah, definitely not.
Other than the blue one's like a cat and the red one's like a dog or a wolf. And
They go away so quickly. It's like.
Yeah. This is the very classic unpaused.
Prolonged
There
intake.
we go.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, now we've hit the little gamers room. We can begin in earnest.
The little gamer's room.
Minions have spawned.
I hate Seraphine. I
As a champion? Or
yeah,
design? What?
the design mostly, just like I don't know, the little stupid stage that I don't know. I just
I
detest
don't
the
like it.
champion. I can't really express fully why. The singing really bothers me, but
Oh,
Quinn
boy.
looks up is very dead here. He cleanses,
Goodbye.
but it doesn't matter. It's first blood for NBA Youngboy Ot.
That was actually Gorka's cleanse there. Weirdly.
Oh. That is really weird. Alright.
But really nice push there, and then to just sit in that bush. Ezreal completely unaware, coin flips up, walking in, easy first blood, not an escape tool till that level 2, so doesn't even earn the flash. Don't think it really would have mattered after getting hooked in, so.
Yep, level 2 for Cinnamon Bread in the mid lane, and he's forced Max back. Level 2, of course, pretty dangerous on the LeBlanc, so have to be careful. And this bottom lane's going to be kind of a mess now that Ezreal died early on. So now your XP's desynced, you're not quite in alignment, you're feeling a little bad. It can get rough early on. Caspian taking a lot of damage. Gorica getting much better at that trade.
Yeah. And another hook lands.
Oh, another one. Caspian, both of them have just been eating the hook so far, or they've been thrown really well. NBA Youngboy. I don't have a pun. I was going to make a pun, but there isn't one available.
Yeah, bot lane for RTM here has had a pretty rough day. Here on the Seraphine, coming back with the health back, or the health pots to heal back up, so gonna get back to about even, but this again
tanked a tower shot there, and that's gonna make that trade a little bit rough for him. But
yeah, gonna want to clear out here. Look to reset if possible.
Elated's just really hanging in these trades, which is kind of surprising to see the Sejuani doing that. And you know, a little CS discrepancy, but that's kind of what you'd expect. Hoarder took Ghost, so he doesn't have the teleport available if you'd want it. He's going to find Elated here, trying to get a little help from his minions. Oh, didn't get the apprehend pull. Gets the heal. Does he have it? Hoarder finds the solo kill to start us off in the top lane.
Yeah, very close there. Wave going to be pushing back to him, so he's just going to go ahead and leave that with the TP available for Elated, but a really nice kill there. Sejuani just barely running out of steam, and Hoarder able to pick up the kill.
Good charm from Max. Has to dodge the chain, and does. And all of a sudden, that trade that looked okay for LeBlanc turns into a bad one. I think that's kind of how the matchup goes. If you hit the charm, it's good for Ahri. If you hit the chain, it's good for LeBlanc. My professional analysis. If you hit your skill shots, the trade looks better.
Hitting skill shots help you in trade. This is the cutting edge analysis that people came here for.
Yeah, I know. We're really counting on that game 5 on the middle stick stream. That's what we're looking at. Coin flips up is here with the Ezreal gank. He stole a CX.
Goes ahead
that's
and
about
makes
it.
the roam.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that first kill, I think RTM in the bot lane has done a pretty decent job, and I say that he gets hooked in.
Yeah, Caspian is dead. Oof.
Caster Curse.
Spizzy just trying to scrap it out with Elated. Hoarder's on the way. He's got Flash available if he wants it, and he does. Blast Cone, Apprehend. Still able to track him down. Elated shouldn't be able to get out of this one. Spizzy's even able to get in and make sure that he gets the assist. So Hoarder sitting on 2-0. Oh no. Coin bottom lane getting dirty farm now. Oh, Spizzy is in trouble. Not a stack. That was that was a longer trade than I thought it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, he flashes the flash E. It doesn't matter. I don't think the ignite is enough. This is a bit rough.
Yeah,
Orca and
definitely
NBA
is.
young boy doing pretty well down here. They both got a parallel.
Hoarder trying his best to keep the gold lead from expanding too much, but yeah, so far Gorka and NBA Youngboy just harassing Caspian and coin flips up on the bot side.
That's the big benefit of the Ezreal support there. You can help your jungler out with Gromp.
Order's level 6 here to Elated is level 5.
Yeah, hangs in just long enough to get that stun. That was nicely played by Elated to make sure he didn't die in that situation.
Kindred making her way to the bot side. Mike Young, of course, trying to continue this bot pressure up with a wave stacking.
Ooh, Charm doesn't land from Max, so Cinnamon Bread is a little bit better there. Another hook lands onto Caspian, and they just throw that one right into the Void Seeker. And Hoarder is fine. I guess he's just
just trying to get the plates,
hanging out. Not quite able to find the Apprehend there. Every time it goes down to this bottom lane, there's just a hook landing. The Pyke has been pretty unstoppable thus far. Spizzy's going to walk in. He is pretty dangerous, going to leave his little cloud of nonsense in the way. NBA Youngboy down. Shutdown goes to Max. He'll walk in. Spizzy can't quite get that away from Mike Young. He'll dance out of the back of the pit. Coin flips up in a little bit of trouble. LeBlanc trying to do the damage. Cinnamon Bread does finally finish it off. Now Max dashes in, but it's immediately cleansed by Gorica. Spizzy trying to get the move speed, get anything down. He's got the slow. He's got the stun, but he doesn't have anything left in the tank now. As Cinnamon Bread continues to go in. Able to find another one as Spizzy falls. Max has to flash away, and they'll root up Caspian and finish him off. It's a double kill for Mike Young.
Yeah, RTM just a little overextended there. Wasn't too bad. They got the shutdown kill onto NBA Youngboy, but in the end.
Oh, and now already NBA Youngboy back up to the top lane and takes down Hoarder.
Yeah, for one side of the map to the other, things going really good for UCI.
Yeah, really showing up on the Pykel, NBA Youngboy. Oh my god, he can't finish off Gorica.
there it
The
was.
minions. Okay. Got the trade at least, but I think that Gorica will be fine with that.
Yeah, very much so. Some shutdowns going over RTM's way, but out to about a 3K gold lead already for UCI, so they're going to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah. A bit of a messy game so far, but
Definitely messy. RTM moving their support up to the Rift Herald about a minute after it spawned already. So RTM's going to attempt to take that objective. Looks like it's going to be uncontested, so could be a spot for RTM to get some gold back. Of course, charging that into the towers to get some extra plates. And I would expect it to go topside here.
Hoarder is still just doing this thing. Now maybe the dive coming through with Spizzy and Coin Flips up. A lot of damage coming through. Coin Flip thought that he could tank an extra tower shot. Elated low under the tower. He'll get executed by that Noxian Guillotine, but the extra tower shot finishes off Hoarder, so 1-for-1 on the dive. And Mike Young steals away the camp, so now he's got 2 stacks. Yep.
Yeah, and Kindred, of course, wanting to hit, I think it's 4? Is that right?
Yep.
It's like the magic number?
Yep. 4 and then 7 are your 2 big break points.
Forcing out the passive from Cinnamon Bread. Max trading favorably there.
Yeah. Spizzy has tried to track down Mike Young. He's got the Dance of Arrows back over the wall, and unfortunately, Udyr has no way to get over the wall. He pops Ghost to try to run the long way, but not really going to work out for him.
Max picking up a solo kill on
the
top
solo
lane.
kill on the top lane. This is just a mess. Spizzy is dead. Mike Young's on a rampage. I don't think it's a quiet 4-0, but he is 4-0 on the Kindred.
Yeah. It's like, what better place to have your gold than on this Kindred?
On the, not only a Kindred, but former LCS pro, former Phoenix 1 jungler, Mike Young. Hoarder? Oh, the flash Kindred ult to delay everything. He doesn't have ult anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Elated will finish off that kill, and Hoarder probably a little bit upset about that one.
Yeah, I was thinking
Hoarder
Hoarder might
from
have
Young Boy.
a chance.
Death from below happens there. Now Spizzy's onto Elated on the top side of the rift. Cinnamon Bread is here just to try to finish this one off, and it's all going wrong for ROTM. It's a killing spree for Elated. Young Boy's burning down. Coin Flips up, flashes over the wall for the shutdown.
Skirmish after skirmish after skirmish, and UCI coming out ahead in 3 of the 4 of those. They will continue to build on their gold lead here up to 4K 11 minutes into the game.
Ezreal ult to try to steal away the stolen Raptor camp for the Kindred mark, but it's not quite in time. I believe that's 4 stacks now for Mike Young. I'm not going to check because there's still things happening. Cinnamon Bread and Coin Flips up. Cinnamon Bread kind of outplays himself there, unfortunately. And it's a kill for RTM. All right, we'll do a Mike Young. Oh, okay, now we can do a Mike Young check. Yeah, he's got 4 now, so he's very strong on the Kindred.
Yeah, at 12 minutes to already have those stacks, gonna be feeling very in control of this game. Seen him be pretty active here in the early game, massing those 4 kills. But RTM has notably 2 shutdowns that they can go for, and one of them being on the Sejuani makes it, I don't want to say easy for them to pick it up, but if probably the easiest target they can get to pick up. So.
The person who feels the worst in this game, by the way, is Caspian. Like, when games go nonsense like this, you want to be playing a champion that gets to interact with people, and you're playing Seraphine. And that's rough.
Yeah.
Kale brought me a ball, so if you hear ball noises in the background, that's what's happening there.
Yeah, the solo laners for RTM is a big spot, bright spot for them. Hoarder might...
Oh, not quite.
Oh, Cinnamon Bread.
Oh, he's almost got it. He gets the dunk down.
Ezreal?
But...
Oh, the Ezreal almost finding the kill there for RTM, but they already summon up the Rift Herald.
Yeah, they get a lot of plates in mid lane. Max is looking for Mike Young, just uses all of his CC tools and can't connect with any of them. Spizzy also trying to do that and can't quite do it. Hoarder's out of mana now, and he's trying to chase down this top lane. He'll get stunned up, and Cinnamon Bread finds a solo kill up in the top lane onto the Darius. Meanwhile, Coin Flips up is just fighting Elated up on the top. That'll take a while, but the Sejuani ult hits Max. He'll dodge out of the death from below, but fall to Gorica as they continue their chase. The rest of UCI is able to regroup and chase RTM out of their jungle.
Yeah, we see these initial fights going pretty well for RTM, but overstaying their welcome a little bit too long when they weren't able to find the kills that they were looking for, and then UCI just punishes the overstay with some kills of their own.
Cinnamon Bread? Okay.
Goodbye.
He gets smited to death. Smote.
Smote. Pretty easy pickup for Spizzy there, able to just drive by, smite, pick up the kill. course, not going to mean too much in the grand scheme of things, but some shutdowns for RTM that they will hopefully look to acquire. Still pretty even about that 4K gold lead. UCI hasn't been able to expand upon that too much.
Yeah, Hoarder still just doing his top lane thing. Now has found Elated, who it looks like an honorable 1v1, but it really isn't. It is, in fact, a 1v3, and Hoarder now has to try to fight his way out. Oh my goodness! He's doing so much damage. Can he get the dunk down before he dies? He cannot. NBA Youngboy sends him to the depths. Spizzy's hanging around, but I think the healing is probably too much for RTM to really deal with. They might still try it. In comes Spizzy. They're going to find Elated. Well, they should at least be able to kill the Sejuani eventually. As I say that, he's over the wall.
Yeah, there's no flash. I think Spizzy should be able to chase it down here. And this should be a nice shutdown for RTM.
And they get the charm, little damage over the wall. Spizzy finishes him off. Meanwhile, somehow Gorica solos Max in the mid lane.
Yeah, that would have probably been a pretty fun matchup to 1v1 to watch, but don't get to see it while the shenanigans top is going on. Cinnamon Bread jumps in here.
Yeah, Cinnamon Bread versus Coinflip Sup.
Goodbye.
That's a little bit of a mismatch. Get a little help from the Void Seeker. And the mid lane tower is going to go down. So UCI up pretty big. 4,500 gold. Caspian, unfortunately, finds another hook in the top lane waiting for him. Ah, objective bounty. We got the top lane tower. Spizzy looking for Gorica in mid, looking for Cinnamon Bread as well. Can they actually finish off either of them? Gorica's burning, but it's not quite enough damage. And now they'll play... Oh, the flash forward from Hoarder actually finishes that one off. He'll dunk down Mike Young. It's a double kill for Hoarder. He gets the resets. He survives. He gets another kill, a triple kill for Hoarder. And now Max is in looking for Elated. He can't quite finish off the charm. Good dodge from Elated. But RTM gets a couple of kills back at least.
Yeah, those resets coming in huge for Hoarder. Able to pick up 3 kills for himself, and now RTM drops the objective bounties, and it's going to be at about a 1,500 at golden disadvantage instead.
Yeah, they might... Yeah, they can't really stick around for this tower. I was going to say it might be even less, but other than a couple of jungle camps, which shouldn't swing it that much. You do have Dragon up in 44 seconds. It's Cloud Dragon, which isn't that impressive, but it would be Dragon number 3 for UCI.
It is going to be pretty hard for, I feel like, for RTM to contest that. They used, of course, a lot of resources getting Hoarder those kills. Notably, Hoarder's Ghost is going to be down for this. And maybe his ultimate. It's going to be close to when the Dragon spawns here, but...
Yeah, NBA Youngboy just going to Ghost Water dive on in and see what he can
nice
find.
collapse.
And unfortunately, it's the rest of the team, and Hoarder will finish him off. Mike Young finds Max on the rotation, though. A little bit of damage coming through. Max holds his ground pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Still more happening, though, as the rest of the team collapses. The Lamb's Respite helping to slow everything out, but Spizzy picks off the kill with his double R. It's all going for ROTM now, as Elated's the last one alive. Max is trying to chase him down. I don't think they have the CC left in the tank. Oh, yeah, once the charm misses, that should signal it, but they'll head to the Dragon now.
I guess it's just getting... Oh.
Well, maybe not. Elated being very confident there, and Hoarder dunks him down. 8 kills now for Hoarder. NBA Youngboy is here, misses his hook. Hoarder is just tanking up this tower. Oh my god. Alright, Caspian's involved. He got a kill now. We get the Dragon.
Yeah.
RTM
Caspian
now has a
got the
2,000
Moonstone. Yeah. That must be the difference here. Getting RTM out of these lanes. Of course, they do want to be fighting, but I think they're finding some really nice picks. NBA Youngboy being a little up too far on the vision. RTM flanking him out of the position, but Hoarder came from the backside, started that off with a kill, and then collapsed on the mid lane to find the delayed ace for themselves, and now have a commanding gold lead in this.
I don't know about commanding.
Commanding. Definitely a gold lead. But for how RTM's been behind today, it feels pretty commanding to them, so.
Are All right, Mike Young got another camp. Oh, that's only his 5th one, so he's actually stalled out a little bit on his marks. Meanwhile, there's a fight happening. Spizzy is just taking up life right now. Hoarder picks up another kill in the middle of that one. They'll finish off Spizzy, but now RotM can press their way forward. Cinnamon Bread in a little bit of trouble. He gets charmed. He gets taken down. It's a double kill for Hoarder. On the backside, though, Gorica doing a lot of damage, but he'll get scooped up as well. He'll pick up a double kill, but eventually fall to RotM, and it's 3v1 on the map. NBA Youngboy is still going to be a menace to society. Oh, he doesn't quite have the damage, but finally does with the auto attacks. He'll get the big shutdown onto Coin Flip Sup. Man, Pike is short for Pike'll, number 1. And he's also just an independent young Revenant who doesn't need anything else, I guess.
Is this a TP coming behind on Max and Hoarder?
Yeah, Elated is behind them. It gets spotted, though, by
I think
RTM.
they were worried that the Baron was going to get started potentially, but now with the TP expended here, they may actually try with Max and Hoarder not getting a full reset off.
We're at 2 kills a minute, by the way.
Yeah.
Just
this game's super
after
chaotic. Oh my
after a lot.
goodness.
Oh my! Max missed the charm but hit everything else and still almost kills Youngboy. Mike Young gets snared over the wall. I don't think that they quite have anything else to really throw over. Wolf is just attacking the Baron, which makes him a little mad, but won't do anything else other than that. Ezreal, just a scout mostly, spots the Kindred is away from everything else.
RTM, after they've got out of these lanes, has really been able to use the Udyr and Darius speed up to track people down. They just have it's a really annoying comp, I feel like, for UCI to deal with because they're just so fast.
Elated might be in a lot of trouble here. Not slowed, but gets apprehended. He has flash, but I don't know where he's going to go with it exactly. Hoarder finishes him off. He's legendary. Spizzy is just chasing down Youngboy in the mid lane, but now gets called in to do Baron. Cinnamon Bread is going to be the last one there, but Gorica is recalling. This is not a contest angle from UCI. This should just be RTM's Baron. They're going to trade the mid lane tower, it looks like, for it.
Yeah, they may be able to pick up 2 here, but it looks like they're just going to go for that first tower, and then Mike Young is going to look for some bot side camps to take away.
Yeah, even using the True Shot Barrage just to help soften up the minions a little bit to make it a little harder to push. They lose about half the health on the tower, but... oh, do they catch Cinnamon Bread here? He's paying attention, not in his map, but Spizzy can continue chasing him down, and Udyr is... when he's even, can just do some nonsense. Coin Flip Sup gets the benefit of that kill, and the game continues somehow. Oh my goodness, he's just in here.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Oh
you don't get to back there. Coin Flip Sup picks up his 6th kill of the game, and now Gorica is left to dry. He's got both of his summoner spells. He's got his ult. He uses everything, but he's just gonna burn down eventually to Spizzy. And ROTM just runs through the enemy jungle into their base, takes their turrets, takes their inhibitor. What is gonna stop them now? They have the Baron minions with them.
Game.
It's just Sejuani and Pike. LeBlanc's up in 2 seconds. Now onto the Pike. He'll fall as Max picks up that one. Spizzy gets stunned by Elated and Cinnamon Bread. He'll eventually go down, but one Nexus turret's down. 2 Nexus turrets are down. Hoarder works his way on through. They'll continue auto-attacking. Cinnamon Bread and Elated trying to fight on the doorstep, but he'll get dunked down. The Nexus falls, and ROTM wins the game and improves to 2-3 for the qualifier.
If you had shown me the beginning cap like 15 minutes of this game, I would not have guessed that RTM would be winning at 23 minutes here. But what a turnaround! They just kept running. It seemed like the ghost never ended for RTM there in the last couple of minutes. Just kept pushing it down as they pick up the Baron and just run down mid to end the game.
What a fun game.
Nice finish to the day, yeah.
I don't think I got to stop talking for the entire 23 minutes and 28 seconds, but, you know.
Yeah, 50 kills in a 23-minute game, almost 2 kills a minute. Definitely a lot of fun. And nice for RTM to pick up a 2-3 record. One against the teams that were in the middle tier, if that's anything, any consolation prize. Of course, couldn't take any games off the 3 games against the top 5, but
Yeah,
feels pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, losses to 1, 3, and 8, but you beat 21 and 16. So where
1,
does
3, and
that put
5
you?
actually. Yeah.
I don't know what I said. 1, 3, and 5, and then you beat 21 and 16. And what does that make your rank? Who knows? We'll find out later, I guess.
Yep.
Go watch Team Ambition. They're playing a slightly more important game than we were, I think. But yeah, that's all for us. We'll see you back here Friday night for ACL. I think that's it.
Yep. See
All
you
right.
all then.
Cool.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys Friday. If you don't follow the stream, please hit the follow button. So that helps out amateur esports, and we'll see you then.
See y'all.
I don't know what happened. I hit raid and then it didn't raid. Then it said I used the command unraid, but I don't think I ever did.
All right. I'm gonna hop off.
All right.
Thanks for the cast, bud.